Is it some devil that crawls inside of you?
It's a pleasure to see you. It's been too long. What is this?
This is an old fashioned.
Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me that. It's really good.
You know?
That tastes a lot better than when you get a fucking old fashioned at a crummy bar somewhere. You know who can't make old fashions?
I don't want to brag, but I think that's the best old fashioned I've made.
I'm not just saying this because I want to suck your dick. That's the best old fashioned I've tasted in my life.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did
These
just
are my favorite drink right now.
possibly get. Aren't you a little old to like old fashions? Shouldn't you have already gone through that like crummy hipsterism by now?
No, I'm just starting the whole crummy hipsterism. I don't know. Before I just took shots, whatever. I wasn't really picky about.
Well, I guess you're kind of maturing.
I used to fucking drink. Like I go to the bar, and I would like literally order a tequila shot, and then a whiskey shot, and then gin. Like I would just like I didn't know anything about mixing and fucking like mixing. Well, I mean that's technically not mixing for everyone out there. Like you can mix all your hard liquor all you want. Mixing is technically like when you have beer and then liquor, or then wine then beer, then wine to liquor. Like that's mixing your alcohols. You can have a vodka, I mean, if I'm wrong, then someone can call me out on it, I guess. But that's what I think that real mixing your alcohol is.
I woke up Sunday morning at my mom's on my dog's bed in the living room with my pants around my ankles, no shirt, and a bowl of puke next to me. I do not recommend mixing. I've been drinking for 10 years. I have never had a good experience from mixing liquor and beer or seltzers and liquor.
I think you can, yes, I agree with you, but I think you can do whatever the fuck you want as long as you know your tolerance.
Well, guess what, Kale? I wasn't eating enough, and I took some amoxicillin like 2 days before, and I think it was still in my system. And they tell you do not drink on antibiotics, and I'm pretty sure I might have had like whatever the new strain of COVID is. I spent the entirety of Thanksgiving without being able to taste or smell a single thing. Now, my Aunt Tina wasn't there, so I thankfully wouldn't have had to smell her nasty perfume anyways, but I couldn't eat and enjoy anything. It was a depressing Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving?
I got to work.
That honestly, this is only the second Thanksgiving I've ever not worked in so many years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over it. I think everyone should just work on Thanksgiving and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, well, I guess depending on what you do. I liked it because it was busy and I made money.
Oh, God bless. Yeah,
So,
you got
like,
tips.
Yeah.
Sex.
So I was,
Yeah.
I had no quorums about it. And then plus,
That's not a
we
word.
used to... Oh, did I not use that word right?
I don't know what word you used,
I
but
said quorums, like...
quorums?
Quarrels.
Quarrel? There's a quarrel.
Don't fucking make me pronounce words right now on
I'm
the fucking podcast.
Dude,
God damn it.
believe me, I don't know how strong that old fashioned was. It's
I didn't mind
qualms,
it.
QUALMS, or quarrels, and you're saying quarrels, which is a cute hybrid.
It's queers on a landline, okay? That's
right.
basically what it is.
Queers on a landline.
So, growing up, we always used to go to Fresno.
Yeah.
Go to that side of the family.
Yeah, you used to go to Clovis, where the black people are.
Well, there's no black people in Clovis, really. That's Fresno. At least I never saw one. I might have seen one.
See, I think I got bad information because when I was a kid, I remember saying, my parents were asking where you guys were for like Thanksgiving or Christmas or his break or something, and they were trying to get rid of me or something so they can go fuck in the living room. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And I was like, they're over in Clovis. And someone in my family or someone around me was like, oh, they're from the hood where the black people are or some shit like that. And I've never been to Fresno, thankfully, and I don't know where Clovis is. I don't think Clovis... I have no reason to believe at this point in my life, after everything I've heard, Clovis is ghetto at all. regardless of the content of black people.
So people around here, if I can make a
sweeping generalization.
No, like a comparison. So basically, Clovis is like Orchid.
Okay, that's what I'm starting to.
Fresno's like San Maria.
Oh, gross.
That's kind of how it is. So yeah, we used to always go there. And then when my parents, or even before my parents split up, we just kind of stopped going to Fresno. I guess my dad they like.
He was probably sick of it. He's like, "Can we fucking stay home?"
That side of the family, like they would always like butt heads all the time. There was always drama on that side.
Isn't that interesting? How some people just always have conflict.
Yeah, I think they kind of like it on some level.
I think that there's some people who cannot help but elicit conflict. My Aunt Tina wasn't at Thanksgiving dinner this year, and she's usually the one that kind of like elicits that response in someone else in our family. And it's like no one had anything to push back against, and no one really got along. It just like wasn't fun. It just was not a good like experience.
So the glue wasn't there.
The glue, yeah. Everyone's like, "Ew, glue's sticky," but you're also like, "Oh, we need the glue to stick together."
No, glue's
we couldn't all bash
glue
this
is essential.
lady.
Glue is very essential.
So yeah, you just stopped going to Clovis.
We kind of just stopped. You know, he would just, I don't know, he probably just like bickered with my aunt or something. Then we stopped going, and then my family here, they all moved to fucking Indiana.
Yeah, okay.
Like my cousin, my other cousin and his family, and then my aunt and uncle, the grandkids are over there, so that's where they go all the time.
Yeah,
they still have like a house here or whatever, but
Are they renting? Where at?
They rent right over here.
Oh, in Napomo, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cool little house. But they have my uncle has a couple houses up there that he Airbnbs or whatever.
That's cool.
But I mean, I don't know. Like lately, the last like 5, 6, 7 years, I don't know. We just haven't really had a bunch of people over here.
Yeah. So how was your Thanksgiving this year? I missed your response. I know we just got off.
I said I was working.
That's right. You're working.
But in the morning, me and my mom and my grandma got together and
how's your
had a
grandma
little breakfast. She's still alive. It's funny because I always ask my mom, like whenever my mom brings her up, like, "Oh, she's still alive?" Like,
that's fucking hilarious.
And she's like, "That's mean." Like, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that's her mom, dude.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just used to giving my mom shit, so I know.
What I wish she was sitting here right now. I would love to access whatever it is in her psyche that tolerates you.
Dude, okay, so when I'm on a good one, my mom's here and like my brother's here, like we can have like the gnarliest like conversations. Just like
I want
everyone
to be
would be
here
so
more often.
Cringy, dude. Like my brother called. I haven't talked with him. I don't really.
Does he not live here?
No, he went back to Iowa for college or whatever.
He went back to college? I thought he graduated.
He's getting his master's. I think because he's bored, nothing better to do. But
I mean, honestly, might as well. Hell yeah.
So he lives with 2 chicks, which I haven't talked with him, so I don't know if there's anything going on.
God, that sounds annoying.
I really hope so.
Have you ever lived with 2 chicks? I completely understand murder, suicide, and like home invasions now.
My first relationship I was ever with, I lived with this girl and her mom, but her mom was not really there all the time because she was like an orthodontist in like the army.
Oh, I thought you meant like she had dementia or something.
No, she just wasn't there all the time. So, but it wasn't fun because she never fucked me or nothing. So
her mom.
No, not her. No, not her, nor my girlfriend at the time.
Neither one of them was fucking you?
No.
That's horrible. You ever fucked a girl and her mom?
No, but that's one of my
bucket list.
That's
things?
a dream of mine.
That's a bucket.
Like,
yeah,
I need that.
I don't think I know a girl whose mom is also bangable.
Typically, a lot of people's moms are crusty, and that's what I think about too. Like, if I see like a very attractive chick, and she's like with her mom, and her mom looks like a fucking butch or something, like I'm like, oh, you're probably gonna look like that. So
yeah, that's something you kind of gotta notice. I've been following these like posts by these people that are very traditional, and they oftentimes the narrative is stop having sex, stop having in general, but stop having promiscuous sex, stop having casual sex, and certainly stop having casual sex with people that you wouldn't even want to mate with or breed with. And I think that's a pretty good rule of thumb. Now, when you're young, dumb, full of cum and horny, and you're talking to like people and you just want to get laid, whatever, shit happens. But when you can truly control, it's a weird word there. Anyways, I think it is a very good rule of thumb to not fuck someone that you wouldn't want to accidentally have a kid with.
Yes. Yes, I mean,
Now, here's where that trips me up. I think it would be great to have 1,000,000 children, like just across the world, just bloodline, like Genghis Khan making a carbon footprint dent in Earth's history, having so many people related to you. That would be a bitch on child support. But
that sounds like shit. I wouldn't know. As you're saying that, like, has he really thought that through? Or is he just rambling right now? No way. I would never fucking do that. But I agree with you. Like, yeah, like right now, I'm seeing this girl. I'm not seeing her, but we're like banging. We're like friends. So, like little friend with benefit things going on. And
yes, I know.
I talk with her, like I'm talk to you. I give her shit. I make fun of her. She makes fun of me, and we bang. And then like she goes home and leaves and doesn't bother me.
That's
and I don't bother her either.
That's actually a really good relationship.
It's kind of like, yo, like talk to me when you want, come over whenever you want, and she doesn't bother me. I don't bother her. It's kind of like, oh, if you're around, we'll hang out. If we don't, it's no big deal. Whatever. So I feel like if you're gonna be, because we had we put like ground rules. It's like, look, this is what it is. Like, don't lie to them. Like just like let them know, like, look, this is what it is. We're banging. If you don't want to do this anymore, then we'll stop. But for now, let's just keep going. And then if you're over it, then we'll stop doing it. But in the meantime, let's just fucking have no drama and just have fun and do whatever. And then maybe when I'm mature enough, then maybe, if you're still around, then we'll see what the fuck happens. But until then, just keep, drama-free banging.
So the difference in this being something more is your maturity level?
I just don't want to be in a relationship right now. And
it might have to do.
It might have to do with maturity. I don't know. Like, I just don't want.
Are you afraid of not afraid, but are you not interested in a commitment?
Yes, I would. Well, that, and I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more that I need to figure out about myself before I get in a committed relationship. I still got stuff I want to work on personally, so it's kind of like, I don't want to I don't know. Right now, I'm just thinking about me right now.
I will say,
I'm not gonna I don't want to be in a situation where I gotta I'm kind of forced to think about someone else and their fucking issues, or I have to cater to someone else's emotions. I just don't want to.
Oh, that's not what a relationship is. You think I think about what Kylie's feeling? Not often enough, guaranteed. 100%.
Well, you guys have been together for 12 years or some shit, so I guess it doesn't matter anymore. But
no, okay. So
you guys are one entity almost. I feel. Well, no, you're not. But
that's beautiful. Thank you.
I feel like once you're together that long, it's kind of
Package
she knows
deal.
when you shit. When she shits. You guys know what your farts smell like. I mean, you come to like them now, like their farts. I just feel like it's kind of you've just gone to the point where you don't need to ask her every day how's she doing.
If you ever hear her admit that she is fond of the way my farts smell, you need to shoot that person immediately. That is an imposter, and you've let them come too close to your body. But
granted, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Let me finish, mustache. We got something here. Being in a relationship and watching you change as a person in the reflection of another individual calls to action a lot of things that you learn to work on yourself. When you say, oh, there's things I want to work on about myself, or I want to be to a certain echelon in my personal life or as a person before you inflict that on some other romantic interest or something. The part of a relationship is doing that with someone. I am not the best version of myself when I first start dating Kylie, and I'm certainly not the best version now. Am I better? Hells yeah. But, just like she wasn't the best version of herself when I started dating her. Should have seen her eyebrows, dude. And, just people advance and people grow and people...
Well, that's where that's why I bring up my whole maturity thing too. I just don't want to deal with all that.
Yeah, totally fair.
I want to think about me right now, and then once I feel you know what, I'm bored. How about I don't know. Just right now, I'm comfortable where I'm at. And then if it happens, who knows? I'm not gonna like, if a great person comes along, I'm not gonna be like, get out of my face, I don't want you. It's just kind of like, just right now, I'm cool with what I'm doing.
Have you ever wanted someone and you couldn't have them because of this?
No, not at all. No one's like really. I guess I don't really put myself out there really. I kind of just been, working, hanging out with buds. Even when I'll get a match on like Tinder or something, and I just don't even I just don't care. I don't care to hit them up. I don't, I'm just kind of, I don't know. My therapist say like, oh, I feel like you're just like getting more sexually mature. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, well, you just don't want to fuck everything that moves anymore. I'm like, that is true, and because that was me a while ago,
Yeah.
But yeah, right now it's like, I'll get a match or something, and they say hi, I say hey, and then I don't really care just to hit them up in general, to be honest with you.
When was the last time you felt a desire to message someone because you were thinking about them and they were on your mind a lot? Romantically or sexually?
Oh, romantically. Oh.
Yeah. Not like texting me.
The last person, because I've just kind of just been hanging out with my little fuck buddy.
Yeah.
But
well, that could be
there was also this other girl that I actually hit up on Tinder, and we were talking for
It's Tinder. It's with an I. Stop saying Tinder. It's not cash.
Whatever, Tinder.
Jesus.
So we were talking for like a couple weeks before we even hung out. Very like kind of casual, like I wasn't trying to rush anything because I didn't really care. But she kept,
Hinting.
She was like interesting to talk to, so like whatever, let's keep on going or whatever. This little Oaxaca chick from Santa Maria, which is cool. She was cute. And then I pick her up. We were gonna go see a movie, which was her idea. And I'm just thinking, like, dude, a movie? Like, what the fuck?
I would love to sit beside you. I would rather silently.
I would like to go somewhere where we can talk instead of like, let's watch this movie with a stranger right now. Like, I'm not really into that. So there's not a good way to meet someone.
It's not a good first date.
Yeah.
It's a good date because you get to understand someone's movie going dynamics, and I think it's really important to be with someone that you jive with at a movie theater.
Like when you're trying to meet somebody.
No, it's
get
so
to know
annoying.
someone.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't give a fuck about your movie choices right now.
Yeah.
But good thing it was closed. So then we got to do what I wanted to do, which is go to the beach and drink. So, and she was cool with it. We went to a little AM/PM that sold liquors somehow, and then had a little 99 shots with a fucking fireball shot. And
Classic.
we went to the beach and we started talking about whatnot, stuff that I don't remember some whack things, but I mean, whatever. So then we went to Port Slow, went to go see the seals that weren't there. But whatever, we started to walk around until it was like, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I'm thinking like, all right, she's not really putting in like she wants to still hang out vibe, because she was just like really quiet, kind of like I was like kind of initiating most of the conversation, because she was like younger. She was like 20 or something. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, that's hard. They don't have a fully developed prefrontal cortex, so you have to like do a lot of the thinking
her
for her.
frontal labia was not developed yet.
Oh,
but we do.
sexy.
Speaking of that, so anyway, so I'm like, all right, like you want me to, take you home or whatever? She's like, oh well, you want to take me home in the morning? And I'm like, oh damn, okay. So she's just she's just shy. Like she's just not fucking. She's about it. She just wasn't saying it. So we go home. We put on It, which I think
the
is
new
a
one?
dumbass movie. Yes. No, it was like the
old one, the miniseries one,
the
Tim Curry one,
the new one because there's 2 of them now, right? 2 newer ones.
It's one movie broken into
It was
2
the
parts.
first
Yeah.
one, the first part.
Yeah.
I think it was dumb. Like all fucking horror movies are hacky. It's all the same fucking shit. It's annoying.
I like that movie. I love horror movies.
It was a dumb movie. You're dumb for liking it. But so we just needed something to be on the background.
Hell yeah.
And then
Like this fire.
I'm just kind of like, all right, like she's in my bed. We're both under the covers. Like this would warrant me making a move, I think. So I just went, did that awkward, like I'm just gonna fucking, grab her face right now and start making out with her. Mm-hmm. And then we doing that. She's like, oh, I was waiting for you to do that whole time. First of all, let me fucking rant about this shit. Why is it always the guy's job to look stupid? Like, why do we always have to fucking make the first move and like it's all up? You know what I mean? Like, why can't the girls like initiate some shit that they wanted to do in the first place.
Because society lies to women now. Because society is just basically saying, ladies, you don't have to do anything. You're all princesses.
I don't think it's only society. I think women just don't have game.
Women don't have game.
They don't. Most of them. I'm not talking about the ugly fat ones because they need to have game.
I mean, yeah.
Level.
I mean, dude, sometimes like, and talk about, oh man.
But like,
who sucks better dick than a fat
cute
chick?
girls,
right?
all the way up from like 5 and up, like they don't really have to do anything.
Someone
They just
paid
have
me
to
to
look
say that.
cute.
Yeah,
And then a stupid guy like me.
You said like a 5 and up or 5 years old and up?
like a 5 on the Richter scale.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, thank you.
I missed that.
Thank you. I don't want people to mishear me on that front.
Like, completely. I started at 7.
So anyway, so we started making out or whatever, and then I like cunnilingus, so I started doing that to her for a while, and then but during this whole date thing, she was telling me how she had some childhood touching going on when she was a child, and then she has like this,
so you knew you were gonna get laid.
Yeah, it was in the cards for sure. I just needed to play them right, I guess. Take my time, which I now know I didn't even have to. That was a whole waste of a fucking hour. We could have just went to my house, but anyway, waste of 3 hours. By the way, it was a long time. We were at the beach, but what was I gonna say? And then she told me how she has this. She had this condition, and I feel like ladies will know what I'm talking about, where it's like her vaginal walls were very close together or something. Like basically sex hurt for her. And she would tell me all this stuff, and she was basically saying like, yeah, I'm kind of not a virgin, but I still kind of am. I've never really had like sex to where like it didn't hurt, and I told him to stop immediately. So I have a basic like whatever dick. So I'm like, oh, I think I can fucking.
Yeah, you're like, I got this.
Let's see.
I've been waiting for someone like
let's
you.
see what's going on. And then I put my finger in her, and she's like, like that hurt. And I'm like, oh, well, this is gonna be bad for both of us. So I just said, all right, I guess. And also, she wasn't on birth control, and she's Oaxacan, and you know how fucking fertile
so you probably
those people,
already got her pregnant just by eating her pussy.
Yeah, who knows? She might have a kid right now just from my saliva. Just probably cum in it. But fuck, I probably should have said that shit. But but anyway, so I said, you know what? Let's just cut our losses. It's 6 a.m. Let's just go to bed. And I woke up a little bit before my alarm, and then when it went off, like she was like already up. Like she must have been just like staring at the ceiling, like waiting to go home.
Just like,
which is like, dude, if you want to go home, let me know. Like I didn't trap you or nothing. So I get up at 6 something, then take her ass home, and I said like, oh yeah, like we'll hang out again. Like hit me up later. And then like the next day she hit me up, and I just fucking ghosted her. It's just like, yeah.
This poor
me. It was a big waste of my time.
But you gotta understand, this poor girl is probably like literally petrified all the time to go match with someone on Tinder, to even talk to someone, knowing even if it goes well, she has a vagina that is so traumatically reactive, probably to her being molested, that it literally just closes inward on itself and cannot let
I think she does. Well, I guess the doctor did tell her that she had some sort of condition like that. That on top of some childhood trauma, which I think is horrible for anyone to go through. So it just
I'm sure someone out there enjoyed it.
It kind of just it kind of just fucks with her sex life, I guess, a little bit, and it fucked with mine too, because I was like, God damn it. And so yeah, I didn't want to put it in her. I didn't want you just know how fertile those.
Are you sure it just
are.
wasn't your long ass fingernail that hurt her?
Whenever I go on a date, I make sure I'll even file them. I fucking cut and then file them, because I know I've cut people up. There's still blood in the back of my seat from 7 years ago. That just will not come out.
Was it just someone on their period?
No, I did not cut my nails, and I shredded her up like fucking. Who's that one guy with the fucking with the swords? Freddy. Yeah, dude. I came back home and saw blood on my fingers, and I texted her like, "Hey, are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's just a little sore."
She's like, hold on, the doctor wants to talk to you right now.
"Yeah." I was like, "Dude, like, I'm so sorry about
She's
that."
getting a rape kit for your fingernails.
Dude, it was pretty bad. Her name, well, I won't say her name, but like giant tits. I remember her, and then we just like
Oh yeah, where's our piece of paper for all the names you can't mention?
dude,
talk.
I lost my list.
I not that paper.
Oh,
Just like a piece of paper.
oh.
I'm just gonna go in the kitchen and grab some printer paper or something.
No one knows this person. Neither do you. She's from like fucking Morro Bay or some shit. So no one. She doesn't matter. So yes. So
You're ruining my fun.
so
Let
that
me grab
so
a piece of paper, you chooch.
no one cares
Jesus.
about this right now.
I don't care. It's not. It's for the rest of the podcast. Finish what you were saying. Oh,
Go
get
find
the
a
paper.
piece of paper, you
God.
lawyer. I need to make another drink.
Another.
Yes, two. That doesn't pull out, dummy. Yeah. Just grab a fucking piece of paper and a pen. God damn it, this guy fucking sucks. Nothing.
I've never seen you smile that much. You must have said something hilarious. You fucking piece of shit.
You'll probably fucking hear it when you fucking go over it.
Great. All right. Anyways.
So anyway, so that was my last like kind of tender meetup
Yeah.
with someone, and that was like a couple months ago. So since then, I'm kind of like, man, it's just kind of like draining. It's like, man, I don't want to put in any effort to just fucking finger blast somebody.
Do you think it's draining because that was your last experience and it wasn't like a positive note?
Well, when I really look and think about it, I'm just like, do I really just want to still just like meet random people and fuck them and then like hope I don't get herpes again and then,
Hope
on
again?
to the next one?
Yeah. Herpes like goes away for a little bit though.
No, I said be freaked out, because I used to just bang hella people and just like pray that I just don't catch anything. And then like, oh, nothing popped up. I guess I'm good again.
Isn't that amazing? God, the luck that some people have is just astonishing.
Dude.
Like me and you.
Oh my God. How the fact that I've never gotten anything is like kind of beyond me, to be honest with you. Like, I just don't understand.
Oh, you know what's so cool is I have the blood results that you just access them on your phone now. When you get tested,
you prick your finger and rub it on your phone?
No.
Oh.
no, I'm sorry. Like when you go to get your test done, they upload the files onto your like patient profile, your like my chart thing or whatever.
Oh.
And so like if you're ever just with a stranger, you could be like, hey, I'm good. Look.
Yeah, but unless you update it, it's not gonna fucking matter. Like, hey, check this out. Says I have
yeah.
no
You're
AIDS,
supposed
and
to
then you
get tested more than once ever.
I've been tested twice in my life.
I've been tested twice in
Oh, that's
2
not true.
years.
3 times. 3 times. Most recently.
I've been in a long-term relationship and I'm still testing myself.
Why?
I don't know, dude. Maybe Kylie's sick of my shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess kids do what you makes you happy. I guess.
And also there is still part of me that's like, what if they missed something 10 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that could.
That always
happen. It never
occurs. Like, that
does,
always
but-
pops up where I'm like, what if like they just like this whole time they were like, oh, we weren't testing you for both kinds of herpes, just mouth herpes or dick herpes, or
Well-
you know what I mean, or something like that. I've never had anything pop up that's made me think I've had an STD, and that's why I get tested a lot. It's good. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's good to know. It's just like
just another hobby of yours. I get it.
yeah. Also, I just get like my vitamin levels and like all my blood panels.
Oh,
done
like while you're
anyways.
going to do that, like, hey, can you check for herpes today as well, or can you check for
Oh yeah, no, I just
Hep C or
do
whatever?
all of them.
Just do the
Yeah.
whole deal.
Yeah, just get all that done. It's great.
I went and got blood work done like a few months ago just to check because I had a lump in my neck, and they wanted to do some blood work to see what it was. Turns out it was nothing.
Oh, I have a nothing in my neck right here too.
Yeah,
It's a
and I
big
wish it was a
zit.
cheaper way to tell it was nothing because the bitch wanted me to go get a CT scan that cost $1,000, and my insurance sucks. So I'm just kind of like, this motherfucker. Like, can you just like? She felt it was like nothing, but how about you go get a CT scan? And my dumbass didn't know what that was.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess you're in a fucking goddamn MRI looking thing, and this dude just like he put the needle in me, did all this weird shit. It felt super cold, dude. It was weird. And then it was like bleeding a fuck ton, and he's like, "Oh, it's that happens." And I showed my mom like how much I was like when I came home. Like,
Your mom,
I
the nurse.
I still had the Band-Aid on. It was bleeding a fuck ton, and she's like, "Why is it bleeding so much?" Like, I don't know. The guy said that always happens. Like, no.
Yeah.
So, this
Yeah,
motherfucker
that's
sucks at his
that's
job.
the cool thing about like people who operate like radiology machines and X-ray machines. They're not doctors and they're not nurses. They just know how to make the machines work. They don't.
Yeah.
They didn't go to fucking medical school.
It's like, all right, you go on that side, I'll be on this side. I'll take a picture, and then here you go.
Yeah.
And then I'll give it to the guy that actually knows what the
Why
fuck he's
would you
looking at.
trust the guy who's going behind the blast bunker to take a picture of you? Like he's like, don't worry, everything's
you're
fine.
gonna be fine.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna go behind this wall here.
Yeah.
And then just fucking push this button. Yeah. But so that's good. So you're testing yourself and all that shit.
She really put the UN in a CT scan. What a cunt.
Oh, I get it.
Thank you.
Haha.
Anyways.
Speaking of that, I was thinking about having a little game with you during this podcast.
Bring it on.
I would like to play Would You Rather with you.
Oh, hell yeah. Anytime. I fucking crush this
so
game.
we are going to play my best three and then your best three. So I'll go, then you go, and then blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
So-
this is going to be a horrible game for you. I'm not a great contestant. Bring it on.
So let's see here. Okay. This one might be a little bit easy. So would you rather fuck your mom in your dad's body or fuck your dad in your mom's body?
Oh, God. Which is weird because I've already come out of my dad into my mom before once. I think I'd rather...
Go back where you came from?
Yeah, I'd rather fuck my dad in my mom's body.
So you'd ride your dad's cock or something, or you let your dad fuck you?
Yeah. That's easy.
Fuck. I mean, my dad's a fucking hog. So like,
Or what are you saying? He doesn't share?
I'm saying that he's fat and gross. So I don't
Oh,
want him
like a
like
hog,
laying on
like a
top of
pig.
me and like just sweating on me, and like he's just kind of I don't need that. So I guess
Cowgirl?
I'll just like kind of.
Would you rather be the hog?
I mean, the only reason why I would want to be my mom is just to feel what it feels like to have a pussy that's getting banged. But I would lean more towards banging my mom personally. I just make her have it dark, tell her to turn around, don't say a fucking word. But it might be a little hard because my dad's got a gut, so that just might be just bad for everyone. But I'm gonna stick with my answer. So it is now your turn, sir.
Oh my fucking God. Oh God. I hate the smug look on your face. I'm gonna have to like let one pop into my head. We got to continue some discourse here. We got to have rounds coming.
So yeah, we just went through a first round, so now it's your turn. We're on the second round.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
Oh, all right.
That's how I said that in a.
You did not come prepared for this.
Yeah, you didn't
So
give me
I
any-
will go with the other one to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bring it on.
So
We'll do
let's-
best.
So let's see here.
We'll do highlight reel versus highlight reel.
Let's see here. Okay. Would you rather get fucked up the ass by Dennis Rodman for 20 minutes? 20 full minutes of getting fucked. Like no break, there's a cock in your ass for 20 whole minutes. Or would you rather blow 20 Dennis Rodmans 1 minute per dick?
1 minute per dick.
So it's 20 minutes each time.
So I can like spread it out throughout the day.
No, there's a line of Dennis Rodman clones with their dicks out, and you gotta blow one. Every minute they swap, and then just another one. Another one. Well, how about no? I'm gonna switch it up. I don't usually do this, but instead of Dennis Rodman, just like the Los Angeles Rams, like 20 of them, just 20 different. Because one clone is it's not the same thing. It's gonna be 20 different dudes, 20 different dicks in your mouth. 1 minute per dick. Which do you choose? And I like how I just assumed that Dennis Rodman has a big dick. I'm not sure. But
is that the assumption? I was imagining he had like a small dick. That's why he has
he was a black professional basketball player, so I assume, I don't think it's wrong to assume that he might have a big one.
Do you think
and then he
there's a
dated Madonna
picture?
too, so I assume that she's a size queen also.
Yeah, because she's a whore. Is there? Let's see if there's a picture of Dennis
his
Rodman's
dick?
cock. Rodman.
I want that on my fucking
Penis.
history too. Let me look that up also. Dennis
Either way, there's like
Rodman
some definitely getting tested immediately after.
cock.
There really is not a picture of Dennis Rodman's cock on Google Images right now.
I see. I don't know if this is Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
He's showing his dick right now. I think that's him right there.
Oh, is that him? Oh my god!
I don't think that's a
him.
fake picture. Which
That just looks like the black version of my dick.
If that's him, then. But he's limp right there.
Oh yeah, no, that's me, fully torqued.
Huh. He doesn't really have that. If these are real, he doesn't really have like the. I don't know, the giant hog that I'm. Now I'm just like scrolling to seeing a bunch of other black dicks.
I know.
Oh my god.
What?
I don't know. I just saw someone that kind of looked like Garrett sucking a black dick. Look at that. It doesn't really, I don't know. I just thought of Garrett when I saw that.
It does kind of look like Garrett.
Just like a fucking Irishman with a fucking, god damn it, red hair. Fucking. Well, Garrett doesn't have red hair, but he's kind of like dirty blonde. Anyway. So answer the question.
That's the most black dick that's been on my phone in an hour. I think I'd just rather get fucked in the ass for 20 minutes. I'd imagine it doesn't hurt after a while. You just kind of get numb to it. And I've had shits that are way bigger than that cock.
Yeah, but were they coming back in and out of your asshole?
So I mean, some of them I definitely wasn't to the toilet yet. They were definitely prairie dogging.
I respect that. I
don't want a dick in my mouth unless it's mine.
I see that.
But
oh my god.
Like, the most disgusting thing
I usually go
that is in an ass is probably poop.
Yeah.
But
I would probably rather suck. Well, I'd probably suck 20 dicks because
after practice,
what's better than making 20 friends?
That's a beautiful
20 friends in 20 minutes. Like
point.
how
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're not going to make friends out of all of them. You're going to disappoint a few.
Well, that's just what.
You ever had a disappointing blowjob? It makes you,
dude. It makes me
misogynist like immediately.
Yes, it does.
It makes you like start voting the wrong way or like the worst way, like
or just not vote at all. It's like fuck it, I'm over.
Yeah,
it.
you're
I'm
just
over
like let them deal with it.
I'm over it. I'm just gonna fucking work at Walmart and just put my head down, and just fucking live. Fuck it.
That sounds very beautiful.
All right, so I think, have you thought of one yet?
No,
or
I'm
been
busy
thinking about black
answering
dicks
it.
this whole time.
I've been thinking about black dicks this whole time. Nothing's changed.
I think. So I know I have another one, but I think those two were my top ones. We'll have to think about it a little bit.
Yeah, like would you ever like have a chick peg you for 20 minutes?
No.
Why?
Because I don't. Nothing in like a gay way. Because as a man that has used butt plugs and stuff like that, experimented with his own asshole, like I don't really care about that too much, but I just don't, like I like to be dominant.
Yeah, you like to be like the one.
I don't even like a
thrusting.
girl riding me, to be honest with you.
Riding you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
like a letter in the mail.
Did I not say that right?
No, I was just making a pun. I'm sorry.
Your puns stink.
Well, so does your fucking pussy. You need to change your tampon. You're getting so upset over your horrible vernacular. All right.
So
you don't like a girl riding you,
about my
whatever.
vernacular.
Oh, well, you should be. It's horrible.
Yeah, I know. So shut up.
Hey, do you want to come over and like drink old fashions and be mean to each other and talk about cocks for 2 hours?
That's what friends do.
It's a nice
you fucking
fire.
you fucking threw me off. God damn it! I was talking about
You don't like a girl riding
yeah.
you.
So I don't like a girl riding me.
Yeah.
RIDDING.
I hope you fuck better than you spell.
Whoa, did I spell that wrong? I
You
put
said
2 Ds.
ridding.
I did 2 Ds, did I?
Yeah, you
I'm fucking
double D.
I'm fucking
Yeah,
an idiot.
you got titties
I
on the
misspelled
mind.
faggot yesterday too.
Ah, really?
Yeah, and Dylan laughed at me.
That's embarrassing.
So I went on his car, the little musk that's on the when it's cold out,
Condensation,
and
yeah.
I wrote I hate faggots on his thing,
Yeah.
but I spelled it FAGGITS.
Oh, that's funny. That counts. I think the G's is where the power of the word is. Because if you do one G,
You can put anything beside. You can put a Y after that last G.
that would work.
Yeah, it's like who
You
cares?
know what would be cool?
But he
A
laughed.
Y
He
and
laughed
then
at
a
me, and I
Z.
felt dumb.
You felt dumb.
I felt dumb. Yes.
Well, at least you're handsome. You know, you could get by on your looks for another 2-3
That's true.
months at least.
Yeah, I think if I was ugly and dumb, might as well just go kill myself. But
No, you know what? I see ugly and dumb people all the time. They must be the most arrogant bastards in the world. Also, think about how much freedom you'd have as a person who is ugly and dumb. Would you rather be 10 times uglier than you are or 10 times dumber than you are?
ooh, oh man. So if I was uglier, I'd definitely have to work on my personality a lot, which I think would be easy. But you can't really do a lot about being dumb. Fuck. I'm gonna be dumb.
You're going to be dumber?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm
Okay.
gonna be a dumb fuck. But I want to keep my jawline,
Yeah.
and,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
all that
right.
shit.
Oh, that'd be a hard one.
my brow, my stash, my
Hmm.
somewhat yellow teeth, and my fucking
Check.
yeah. I'm gonna keep
Good.
those. My fucking horrific gut. Yeah, I'll keep all that. But so yeah, do you have another one?
I do. I'll have more coming.
Because we're about to be in the last round. I can't think of my third one, to be honest with you.
Well,
It has to it all has to do I forget them all the time. It all has to do with like drinking cum. Oh, I got one.
Damn.
Okay. So, would you rather have like the hottest girl you can think of in your head shit in your mouth? Or would you rather have a gross old dude, old homeless guy, cum in your mouth?
Oh, I'd rather let the hot chick shit in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in my head, I feel like, old hobo cum is like just as bad as
It
shit.
probably tastes like absolute asphalt.
It might not
tar,
be
hot, sticky.
that might be an easier question.
garbage
But I just
juice.
think I don't know, just like homeless cum versus hot shit.
You know dumpsters in the alley, and they have that like ooze that's just like tar and brake dust and like cooking grease that's
Oh,
just
yes.
piled up. That's what I imagine some hobo's cum's gonna be like.
So, but you'd rather have the hot chick shit in your mouth.
Yeah.
I think just to see that'd be like really cool. Like, oh man, you're so beautiful. Like, and she just shits in your mouth. That could be pretty cool. Don't you
I could
think?
rinse my mouth out. I can get the taste to shit. Like I could
But
be
you
like,
can do that with the homeless cum too.
No,
but
I think
then
I
you
would
don't-
just.
It's
But,
just
but
being
you
around a
couldn't
hot
even.
chick like
You
that
couldn't
would be
even
cool.
say like, dude. I know you like. You imagine the day after. You
know
imagine
what?
it's Monday and you're at coffee with your
You-
boys and you're telling them, and you're gonna say, guys, you're not gonna fucking believe this. The hottest chick shit right in my mouth. Like everyone be like,
I was just
you're
about to
fucking
say-
disgusting.
I was just about to say that you can kind of brag about that.
Yeah.
You can't brag about, hey, dude, this homeless. You see that homeless guy over there, fucking behind the dumpster, dude? He came in my mouth. Like, what? You'd probably lose a couple friends.
That'd be the last time you'd ever see me.
I'd hang out with you a lot more though if you did that. I would just love to fucking.
You just loved
bring
it. You
up
just
all the
fucking
time.
follow me around.
Yeah,
look,
just like, hey,
for more
remember that time
homeless
you
people.
Remember that time you swallowed that dude's nut, Dallas? All the time. Just bring it up all the fucking time. I would never let it go. Oh my god, dude. But yeah, so you thought of one, which was a good one. I liked it.
I like
but,
that
you
one
know,
too.
I need more shit. I need cum and shit.
You need
I
more vulgarity
I
in
need
yours.
dick,
Do you
cum,
need
or cum.
mine to be vulgar? Is that what you're saying?
I think just the people need it.
Just the people need it?
Yeah, the people
I can't
need-
believe they're still listening. They're a bunch of troopers. That's why they call them bad listeners on online. That's why I call them that. They're
You call them bad listeners?
bad etiquette podcast.
Oh,
bad
I get it.
listeners, you know, just a little play on words, and you know, I get it. Also, some people don't listen that much. Some people listen to an episode here or there. Some people turn them off, and I'm sure we had a couple people turn this episode off, and they're really going to miss out on our genuine friendship and connections we have about talking about shit and cum.
Fuck them, I say.
Yeah.
Or don't, you know. But yeah, if they're bored, if this is boring you, then fuck them. I think this is amazing. And I haven't seen you. I haven't. Because when was the last podcast we had?
I want to say it was about a year ago now.
Really?
It was a little over a year ago now.
And then I don't even think we really, because I know I saw you at Dane's house, which we can probably, not Dane's house, but like
The Airbnb
the
or whatever
Airbnb
they had.
over there in
Yeah.
Avila. That was the last time I saw
that was
you.
fun.
Yeah, that was super
cool.
fun.
Oh man, I wish I was like just hanging out because I didn't feel like
You should have
hanging out
stayed
there.
for a
I
while.
should have, but I had to drive. You know, I couldn't drink more. I had to stop, so I was like, oh.
Well, that's
fun.
responsible. Which I wouldn't have said. Yo, come stay here and get drunk and drive home. I wouldn't have. wanted
No,
to
no,
do
no,
that.
totally,
And
totally,
especially because you probably worked the next day, didn't
I
you?
probably did. Is something like that.
I did the next day, but I didn't care because my work was right around the corner.
Oh, you
so
know-
I'm like,
that's
fuck it. If I'm gonna get fucked up, I
At least you
might as
can
well do it now.
across the
so I can
street.
just walk to fucking work.
You know what? And that's the thing too is I love my job so much now, and I've never been able to say that like I will intentionally do things just for the sake of making sure I perform better at work later.
Oh, so you like to try? You're a good employee.
Yeah, I hope so.
You take pride in what you're doing.
I do,
You
and I
wanna
really,
learn really bad.
I like and respect the person I work for, and it's really like demanded a lot of me as a person in ways that other jobs weren't challenging me, and it's really cool to be able to walk into a house and be like, those screws are kind of crooked and these lights need to be fixed and whatever. Just to like have like inherent knowledge about the way electricity and like things are laid out, even just on a rudimentary like construction based.
And I think
thing.
like you.
I'm still rusty on
You
that.
have one of those jobs where, you can't really fuck up because if you fuck up, the lights don't turn on and then you don't get paid.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
there's no. You have to try. Like say if some twat orders a fucking steak from me and it's not medium rare to her liking, I don't really care. I just pick it up and give it to the fucking kitchen. It's like, hey, you fucked up, and they make her a new one.
Make her a new one.
I don't really care if I
It's no
mess
sweat
up.
off
I mean,
your
there's certain
back.
things where like, oh, I'm allergic to cheese. Don't put the cheese on it. And if I still do and they die, then that's where like you shouldn't fuck up. It's like
That's a
you
good
have to
point.
have some
Yeah.
responsibility
Can't have
about it.
people dying
But
from cheese.
with me, I just don't. Like usually when people say like, oh, can I have the so and so wine? And then I'm just like, oh, I forgot what they said. I'm just gonna give them whatever, and then it's not gonna fucking matter.
Not
because,
gonna matter at all.
It all tastes the fucking same.
That's true. There's I was fixing some people's fuck ups today from a year ago. They don't work for us anymore. Fucking fixing their screw ups.
Well, there you go. And so, how much longer do you have to be whatever you said earlier?
Oh, I don't know. I gotta.
Because you're still apprenticing, right?
Yeah, I gotta get like my WECA card, and then in like 3 to 5 years, you get a journeyman's card, and then after that, I don't know. From there,
Then after that, basically, you can just like do your own thing if you wanted to.
I believe so.
That'd be really cool. Just like learn this as best you can, and then start doing your own shit. That's what I tell Dylan to do, or like maybe
Yeah.
eventually Dylan could do that himself.
Yeah, that's what my friend Nate Eller is trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
He is trying to have his own landscaping company.
So speaking of company, perfect segue. So I fucked up on that too. I said Sedway. Fucking this old fashioned me.
Yeah, it's the old fashioned. You're
dumb.
a smart guy. It's just alcohol's taking your synapses from each other.
I don't think vocabulary has anything to do with smart though.
Okay, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Because
Think that all you want.
I think shut up. But anyway, so I told you the other day that me, Dylan, and then Nate are making a board company.
A board company?
Yes.
No fucking way.
Yes.
A skateboard company?
A skateboard company, and it is called Sus.
Sus.
Yes.
Yes.
We were thinking about some names, and I had some ideas. They had some stupid ideas. And then I just kind of was like, what did we used to say all the time? 'Cause I guess it's kind of like a, it's an older word.
You know what? I had no idea it was so old.
Yeah, like that
word's
that's what
older
people
than
used
our
to
friendship.
say. No, it's not.
Yeah, I was reading this old Trans World mag at Black Market Skate Shop when I was a kid, and that's where I first saw it. And it was kind of like they had a literal lingo breakdown article for certain words people were using, and sus was one of them.
Oh, all right. Well,
I bet if you looked at
it wasn't mainstream back then, I guess.
No, yeah, now it is. I feel
5
like
years ago it was kind of mainstream, but anyway. So I just said like, what about sus? And then Dylan and Nate just like kind of looked at me and were like, fuck it, we're about it. So we bought boards already.
nice.
I have some boards. We are in the process of getting a screen press and all that good stuff.
That's
and then
so
we're just going
cool.
to figure out how to do all that shit. We're going to get some t-shirts going. I want some hoodies. Yes. It's kind of like I think of it just like a fun little thing to do. Just like a chance to just be creative and just, make your own shit. And
I would
sounds like
love
something fun to do.
nothing more than to have a Jimmy Zhao graphic on my fucking sus skateboard.
So when we get good, or when we start to really figure out how to put images on boards and stuff, because I want to make them look legit. I'm not just trying to, spray paint a stencil on the fucking board like, oh, here you go. Like, no, I want it to be as legit as I can, as legit as it can be.
You want it screened on there.
And then,
screened on
so
there.
yeah, like once we get that process down, like best believe there's gonna be, a lot of like
God bless.
There's gonna be some, and the premise because I think Dylan and Nate might have their own thing, have their own ideas.
Yeah.
And we want to just do like all of our ideas, but where I'm leaning towards personally is just it's called sus. What is that? Suspect. It's kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
So I just kind of want to put images of just, everyday sketchy shit that you see. Like whether it's like a bum thrown up on the side of the road.
Or like hypodermic needles.
Or like, it's just like dirty needles on the ground. Or, like the other day we, right behind Dylan's house, like where the ramp is, like there are two Mexicans smoking heroin, like out of some foil, like right there, just like kind of like.
Damn.
Just kind of sketchy shit like that. We're going to have fucking like morbidly obese naked chicks on there. There's gonna be like, I want some fucking vaginas on there. I want like, kind of like the Japanese style vibe that that I paint or that I used to paint.
So good.
Just all kinds of cool shit like that. But like right now we're just like, a lot of shit. We have lives and shit, so it just kind of takes a while to throw all this money together and then just get it going. But that's what we're going to do. And we're going to start filming already. Nate's already got, we already went out with Nate a few times to get some clips and stuff. So we're just going to, it's going to be a fun little thing that we're doing. So I'm pretty excited about it, to be honest with you.
Wait to also not be a part of this as the same with Fat Pile.
Well, no, because you're going to have no choice to be a part of it regardless. So we just kind of like, we don't ask people. We just, because we already told Bruno. So, you don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
And I just talked to James the other day, like, hey, guess what? We're doing this thing, and guess what, bud?
I miss him.
You're about to be on it. So he's like, cool, and he fucks with it. And I was thinking,
I miss you, James.
I want to make, when I'm really good, I just can't wait just to put some whack shit on boards and then just give it to my friends. Like, just like make like, I guess in a sense like pro graphics, just like just find like a
homie,
just
graphics.
like a douchey redneck with a mustache and just like put your face on it and then just like give it to you. Like, here you go. I had a funny idea, so I watched Blazing Saddles the other day.
Oh, dude, I love that fucking movie. I would love to watch that any time before I die again soon, please. What were you saying?
So I had a great idea. Is to like kind of crop, get a picture of the dude in his little cowboy outfit and then prop James's face.
Oh, there you go.
And I don't think he's ever seen that movie.
James is a black person, guys.
He is a black person. So,
but more than that, most importantly, he is a very good friend, and I miss him.
Yes. So I don't know. I just can't wait to see like how that whole thing goes, because I know Awful One, he makes Peanut. He makes all kinds of cool shit. He makes good shirts, so I'm sure that he can kind of like teach us something how to do
Absolutely.
it. Because he makes fucking really cool fucking shirts and stickers and all that stuff. So, and I never really got to see how he does it, but I would just kind of like to learn for myself, because because I also have other ideas to do shit on my own. You know what I mean? So I would like to learn how all this process is done, and then
this is really
branch out and
exciting.
do my
This is
own
really
shit.
exciting. What gave you the kind of idea behind it? What kind of really sparked it? Is it just years of being?
I've always just wanted to make my own clothes, or like make shirts.
Yeah.
Just because,
Same here, man.
like, I'm so annoyed that just the stuff I like to wear is like hard to find.
It's hard to come by. I hate I just wear Carhartt shirts and Levi's now. I hate everything else. I hate
Levi's
it.
and a black fucking pocket tee from Walmart is basically my fucking
We wear the same outfits
It's
now,
like-
except mine's just a little more blue collary and yours is a little more slick.
I guess so. But yeah, because I don't know. I'm kind of over wearing like skate brands, to be honest with you.
It just
I don't really care.
Doesn't really do it
I don't
for
really
me.
care to, like, there's certain brands that are cool, but they're really plain. I don't care to have a huge like independent shirt.
I mean, yeah, they got rid of their logo anyways. I don't want to wear their
like-
stuff.
Oh, did they get rid of it finally?
They got rid of the Iron Cross about a year or two ago, or sometime during. It was like right after all those BLM riots in summer 2020. They like got rid of their Iron Cross logo that Jim Phillips made.
That's kind of dumb. But over some time, I think they'll. Are they still on the trucks?
Nope, they're gone.
They
It's
don't
off.
have-
It's gone. There's no more.
That's so fucking. I don't know. I mean, I get it on some level. Race is a
I
touchy
think
thing
it is
here.
so ridiculous that it's just something that's not even a part of skateboarding, which is this like extremely heavy-handed woke culture mob of policing things. It could even touch something like a graphic. That's so silly.
I think when
It's a slap in the face
people
to
complain about
all
the woke
of-
movement, which is a great thing to do, because I think they don't really. I don't think they really understand what woke means. I'm not
Like the
saying
inception of it?
no one actually thinks that women shouldn't vote. Or I'm sure are a couple.
Yeah, there's some
people.
fringe people
There's
that-
always a couple of whack people out there, but the majority don't really think that, like, oh, women shouldn't have equal rights, or like black people shouldn't have equal opportunity, or all these things. I don't think most of us even believe that. Like, we all agree that yes, like everyone should have full ride, or not a full ride, but like full opportunity, whether you have a twat or you're black or whatever.
Well,
It doesn't matter. But like when a lot of things just gets like inflated, it's like a small amount of people have like a big influence, and then whose fault it is? I think it's everyone else's fault. We're the ones that give them the power. You know what I'm saying? Like
we stand by and let these people
we just
control
kinda
these
let
narratives.
We just kind of let them control what's going on, even though they're like few in number. But we're just like, oh, I don't want to get sued, or I don't want to, look like a racist, or I don't want to look like an asshole. So how about I just appease these fucking 3 fucking dykes with fucking glasses, and wah. Let's just fucking do what they say, because I don't want to hear it, or I don't want to like get in trouble or something. I think if the majority of us just said, do you know what, dude, you're annoying, be quiet. I'm gonna keep my fucking logo. It's not a racist logo.
think that's what most people are doing.
Hitler swooped on the Iron Cross anyway. It was already a thing before he was a thing. Same with the swastika. The swastika was not a fucking Nazi thing originally.
Yeah, but good luck trying to change. He
I'm
took
not-
it over, and
I
it's
don't,
like
I don't
yuck.
need I don't need the swastika back. I was not what
like
I'm
Jimi
saying.
Hendrix is all along the Watchtower. Like that was a Bob Dylan song, but fucking Hendrix took it and crushes it. And I don't ever want to hear Bob Dylan's version.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
But let's just all remember the bad shit instead of like where it originated. You know what I mean? Let's just,
Well, here's the thing: is that something as trivial as a skateboard logo for independent trucks is. There's no negative connotation that it's associated with, because if you look at the logo and you look at something that is an Iron Cross. If we're splitting hairs here, if you look at the SS uniforms, a Nazi uniform, the Iron Cross, the white supremacists would wear, not an Iron Cross that's on trucks. It's rounded. It has a curvature to the whole thing on skateboard products. It is literally unrelated.
Yeah, but
And they literally were like, it's too close. We don't want people to stop buying our stuff. And, just ripped it off.
Well,
and that to me was like, oh, skateboarding is gay now.
dude, it's been kind of gay.
Yeah, no, it fucking is.
I watched a thing. I watched a thing on Tyson.
Tyshawn Jones?
Tyshawn Jones. He had a sick part. I love his part. If he gets skated of the year again, I'll be super cool about it.
I hope he does.
I listened to an interview that he had, and then he was saying like, dude, the fucking skate industry is so whacked now. Like everyone is just everyone's just up everyone's ass. Like everyone just like cares about what everyone else is doing, not what they're doing.
Yeah.
Just like a big old gossipy little whack thing, which I don't really know. I skate twice a week. I don't.
This is so crazy. I literally was just reading his interview in his Thrasher. You see the fucking cover where he kickflipped the subway?
Yes.
Like the tracks? That shit's fucking crazy. He did an interview with T.B. Jefferson and that I was reading that because I was like, I love this guy's skateboarding. This is fucking awesome. And then I read his interview and I was like, this dude is so cool. And he is constantly just like blowing my mind every time he opens his mouth or steps foot on a skateboard. I wish someone like him was around when we were growing up skateboarding because we just had like caricatures of people like, like, oh, Duffel and, or Slash or, oh, Reynolds is the boss. And like they were not expressing themselves verbally.
Or I don't
in a way where like,
because there were interviews of them, but where you got to, but I never read their fucking stupid interviews. I cared about.
They didn't elicit those things. I wish there was someone who was like, dude, skateboarding is so. I don't know. Maybe it's just more poignant now, and it actually means something now because skateboarding has come so far in many wrong directions as far as like the industry and culture of it has gone because it's no longer like the everyman's thing. It's the like, oh, it's the popular person's thing. Which it got popular again, which just happens, goes through phases. But to me, it was like, well, you were an outcast. Like we got in trouble for skateboarding, we're chased by cops, and now it's like, oh, your kid doesn't skate. What is he not autistic either? It's like this kid's weird. It's so normalized that there's no individuality to it. It doesn't feel like there's any aspect of self-expression that gets valued anymore. Homogenized, if you will.
It's very like very cliquey. Like very just kind of like not a lot of people are all doing their own shit. It's always like kind of like just this little groupie, like, oh, we're gonna do our own thing, but like no one else just like wants to branch out and do their own, skate their own way, do their own thing. They just kind of, I don't know. Everyone just kind of.
It seems a lot more vanilla.
Everyone wears baggy
now.
pants now. Everyone wants to do a fucking roll-on grind, which back in the 10 years ago, it's like, why are you even filming that? Like,
like there was two people who did it. It was
whack.
like Jason Adams and or like someone else on Black Label,
Which,
right?
I think
it was more.
I think some trends like that are fun, are cool.
We're all guilty of trends too.
Of course, I'm
I
still
know
cuffing
I was.
my pants.
Yeah, what's that?
I mean? I'm still cuffing my pants.
Yeah,
like,
you do the
goddamn.
half cuff. That's kind of.
I don't do the double cuff.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't need high waters, but
Well, you could just get pants that are long enough in the first place.
Yeah, but whatever. I don't have time for that. But yeah, dude. I don't know. I feel like the people that are buying independent trucks, I don't think they're the ones that are going to be getting them in trouble for having it. I think it was people that don't even skate and they just see this logo and like, oh, that's racist, take it off. When they don't even skate, they don't even like know anything about the brand.
Yeah, they're not listening to skateboarders. They're listening to people in
so I think
the malls that aren't going to carry products
were,
of theirs. It's so, and that's what I mean is it's so relevant to the culture of skateboarding now, and it's only adhering to what Zoomies thinks, or it's only adhering to what the brand can be associated with via Instagram and Twitter, and all it takes is a bunch of people getting upset because they shared something that looks like this, and then they cancel that, and then it's like, did 30,000 people just not buy your stuff? No.
I don't
Skateboarders are still going to buy your stuff, you fuckface.
I don't think it affected their shit at all.
I hope they go under now. I hate them. I'm so over it.
I don't really care regardless. I never buy their trucks anyway.
Yeah. Well, what kind of trucks do you ride?
Thunders.
Yeah.
Always been Thunders.
I
dabble.
I still have these Destructos right now. Little weird ass Destructos.
I used to have those.
Is that your grinder match?
It was no, it was my fuck buddy off of my Snapchat.
Nice. What's his name?
I won't say her name.
All right, fair
but she probably just like wants to show me something dumb and irrelevant, and I just fucking shit on it. Something about.
You don't have to downplay being
I'm not
interested
gonna,
in your fuck buddy in front of me.
Oh no, this is legit. I'm not even gonna read what she sent me, and I'm just gonna write gay and see what she says.
See, you're already in a relationship.
Yeah.
You don't think that's exactly what I'm.
Well, me and you are in a relationship. We're friends.
Yeah, friendship.
So it's like.
Well, yeah, we pretty much do the same thing.
Yeah. Dude, okay, so when we were looking up, like kind of we're trying to figure out all these logos for our brand, right?
Oh yeah, do you have?
So we have these ideas, and Dylan's kind of been like the.
Are they going to be mad that you're like spilling the news about it before they get to like release it or post anything about it?
Oh, fuck them. I'm partial owner. Fuck them.
Okay.
And no, they're not going to say shit. If anything, like, I don't know. No, they're not going to say shit about that. But Dylan's kind of the head of, or we're kind of putting it all on him to make a logo and a design and all that shit. And
he's our director.
We all agreed on this one logo. It's basically kind of like a snake.
Let me see. Let me see this shit.
So y'all will see it when you see it because I don't have it right now.
Oh, you don't even
but
have
I was
a
looking up
prototype?
Fonts and these little fonts that these like cool little fonts I just have in mind. And so now we're just kind of, just seeing what ones stick. And but it was funny because on our little group chat, Dylan's, doodling and asking like, oh, how do you guys like this one and this one? And I was like buzzed one time when I was just like scrolling through, and Nate's all like, yeah, that's sick. And I'm just like, that fucking sucks.
Just shitting on his logo.
Dumb, just like shitting on everything that he was doing. And like, yeah, like and they're just like kind of little doodles. So I'm not gonna like, I was kidding, but I was also trying to be a dick too. I'm like, that's stupid.
Being honest, like it's not really.
It's like, no, that's stupid. I'm not gonna, I'm not going to, yeah, like see that? It was just like this weird little, and I just wrote gay. And then
I got to be honest, I'm not going to buy that logo. I don't care.
No, it would be stupid. And I said, and I put on the chat, looks like what the kids would draw on the table in middle school.
That's exactly what it is.
And that's what it was. I don't even think he was really even
honest
about that, or like he was just kind of doodling, just like wanted to say hi or something. I don't think he was really serious about that thing. But I just wanted to shit on it regardless, because like no, I want it to look legit as possible. So, and I'm looking forward to it. And I think it's gonna be super sick. Like right now, his brother's helping us out too, because we need to get like the.
Dylan has a brother?
Yes,
that's
DJ,
cool.
his older brother. He's trying to help us out because we had no clue about buying a domain name or how all that shit works out.
Oh yeah, that's what my brother did
So
for like the whole podcast.
So we need to figure out how to do all that shit. But what we found out, because there was a whole bunch of other sus companies, like there was like these sus
were they sus or they named
mechanics
sus?
or like sus something or other, like there's a whole bunch of random stupid things. But
it's something that
apparently
really
you can take the name, because no one can really own Bob. Like someone said like, oh, Bob's Burgers or Bob's Toys or Bob's Dickholes or whatever. Like
common
you
use.
Can't really own a name, but we could like there's ways around where you can just make it different. So you can do like Sus Co or like Sus Skateboards or Sus whatever. So we're just in the process of getting that down, and then we're gonna make sick graphics, and then we're just gonna slap them on some boards, I don't know, maybe sell a couple of them.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really thinking that we're gonna make any money off this first round at all. We're just kind of dicking around, just trying to figure it out. You know what I mean?
What's that black thing?
That is a Luxardo cherry, my friend.
Oh, okay.
But I want to make another one right now. Would you like another one?
Take a break. No, I don't want another one. I don't like drink in the middle of the week that much.
Is it? Oh, it's Tuesday. Isn't
Tuesday.
it?
Yeah.
I won't tell anybody.
Yeah.
How about I'll just make you one?
Let's just pause and then we'll come back to this.
Yeah.
This fire is really nice. I wish it was real.
Yes, because that's not a real. It just kind of gets hot. There's no like fire that comes out of it. It's kind of dumb.
Does it like glow or anything?
I don't know. We've only used it like a couple times.
It's a nice little, yeah.
No,
Anyways.
this house is cool.
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
I dig it.
I dig it.
Got an extra room if you want to pay some rent.
I don't know if I want to pay gas money to go to work though.
Yes,
I'd definitely do that, but also
that is
would
a thing.
hate to do that.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to live in Napomo again, but let me tell you.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, yeah. Where are my manners? Cheers, mate.
You like these glasses, do you?
No, they're kind of stupid. Maybe your name on them. Not a fan. They should have my name on them.
Should they? Maybe I should
Make glasses with my name on them. Make
Yeah.
a skateboard company glasses
or
with
like
my
Dallas
drinking
is a
glasses.
fucking fag.
You don't have those glasses? They're on Amazon.
Are they?
Cyber Monday sale.
There's probably Dallas is a
What do you
fag.
think happens when you Google Dallas is a fag?
Who knows?
I think
There
it
might
gets
be a guy
fact-
named
I think
Dallas
it gets
blowing
fact-checked
somebody.
and it said, and it just says false.
You know.
Dallas voice. Leper is a fag lover. A lot of news for Dallas, Texas. Anyways, that was a waste of time. Anyways,
Nothing's ever a waste of time.
well, I'm sure there was a couple things that are a waste of time.
No.
Not even a little bit. You think you'll ever have kids, Kale?
Yeah, you're right. This was a waste of time. I was hoping to see like a white guy like blowing a dick, but it wasn't. I just saw like a football player.
Why would you hope to see a white guy blowing a dick after we already saw that guy that looked
After
like
I
Garrett
put
blowing
Dallas
a
as
dick?
a fag, like I was hoping I would see something along those lines. What do I want? Spawn? Is that what you asked me? You know, I go back and forth on that thing. I think like whenever I see like when I'm working and I see like a little girl, little boy like turn around, they just like smile at you, just like, oh look, a person, and they're like just smiling.
Yeah.
Like that's,
It's
you know,
pleasant.
I would like to like experience that shit, like watch them grow and like, you know, teach them shit and like
Yeah.
get the whole that thing going. But then there's half of it where it's like where and like all that shit. Like I don't need any of that. You know, I don't have the lifestyle for it right now. Me, I kind of have that tub of shit lifestyle where like I go to sleep at like 4 a.m. and then like wake up at 11 or 12, and that's being nice. It's more like 12 to 1, you know what I mean, when I get out of bed, which isn't good. It's kind of tub of shitty.
So just like I was saying, like with the relationship, for example, when it's a call to action. When you have these things, it demands more of yourself and it changes what you do. And like I was saying earlier about certain challenges this job's given me that other jobs weren't, is like a set schedule, waking up early, getting used to being on time and being someone who is productive at an earlier part of the day, regardless of whether it's the weekend of them working or the day is on or off, you know? And I think the same thing like with having a kid is no one facilitates a life for a kid before having one. You just find out I'm going to be a kid in a few months here, and then you prepare and set up your life for that thing. I'm just saying in like a conceptual
No, that's true, and that's
way.
a more realistic way to look at it.
I'm just
With
thinking,
me,
like,
I'm
do you
kinda
think you'll be a dad
I would
someday?
like to be ready for it. before
Everyone
it
would like
happens,
to
you
be
know what I
ready
mean?
for it. I'm not asking what's your dream scenario. I'm saying, do you think you'll be a dad one day?
You know what? I would hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
When all my dreams die and like I'm just bored, like yeah, why not?
Do you have dreams now or something?
You know,
Do you think you should work on getting some dreams first and see if those will die before you start writing kids off?
I guess I don't really have like what do I just want to be like a CEO or something? Like no, I kind of just want to like, you know, travel the world and meet as much people as I can, make as much friends as I can, and just be just like I don't know, just be comfortable just being the authentic me. You know,
Yeah.
be more comfortable in my own skin, I guess.
I could dig that. I
You
love.
know?
I love.
Yeah, just kind
I
of
love
like
that.
something. Someone just like yeah, just you know.
There's
really-
this book I've been reading recently called Vagabonding.
Huh?
Vagabonding.
Vagabonding.
Yeah, and it's about traveling for long periods of time, like weeks to months to maybe even years at a time, and it is really kind of mixing up my idea of the future. The foreseeable
In what way?
future, the immediate future. Well, it's this book by this man named Rolf Potts, and it's a travel guide for people who want to do long-term travel and are essentially making excuses for themselves as to why they're putting it off or why they can't do it now. And I always kind of consider myself to be like, well, like, yeah, when I have like, you know, steady financial situation and I have like savings or I'll get vacation time, and it basically trivializes that and says like, that is not how life's supposed to be lived. And that is not the way you have to go about it.
Like when I feel like I'm ready, I'll go live my life.
Yeah.
How I want to.
It
That's
kind of
like,
puts it
that's-
on hold, puts it on the back burner, and it kind of
Yeah.
scared me and made me worry that I was maybe in the process of making the mistake of not setting my life up to be able to achieve these things in a time frame that I'd want to do them. You know what I mean? I don't want to do them when I'm old and retired and fucking fat and gross and ugly. I've been fat and ugly and gross, and I've been, you know, without money before. I want to do something like go travel and do things for long
Look,
periods of time.
You've never been ugly.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
All the other ones, you know, we
Yeah.
can debate on that. But you've never been ugly.
You
my
can
friend.
change those. Oh, thank you. That makes me feel good. Anyways, I wasn't looking for a compliment. What I'm really trying to do is just like access what motivates you in life and see if my own introspection is just a bunch of anxiety or maybe just there's actually something to it.
Well, as far as like, I procrastinate a lot,
Why?
a fuck ton. I think I'm just lazy, and I think that could be a cop out. I would have to really like dive in to really understand why.
Do you think
that-
you're lazy or you are procrastinating answering why
what
you
me and my
procrastinate?
therapist talk about a lot. It's more of like I kind of just, you know, when I was like, you know, 10 up to till I was like what, like 19, 20, I just like grew up in this whole like fuck it stage where I'm just like, if things bother me or if things seem difficult, I just kind of, you know, say, you know what, fuck that. I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. It's easier to do that instead of like, you know, put in effort to do something and not really see the value of putting in effort to do things.
Yeah.
I'm always kind of like, man, if this shit just not just fall in my lap, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And I lived that way for so long, and for some reason, in some aspects, I still do that. You know,
You know what? This is kind of the issue I'm having is for a long period of time in my life, I would procrastinate. And if things were not easy come, I wouldn't do it. I would paralyze myself with anxiety and fear. And I'd lay in my bed for hours at a time, just like unable to figure out what to do next because I knew that I was only going to be doing something that wasn't going to be helpful and productive, but I wanted to do something that was of value to me. I wanted to do something that was exciting. I wanted to do something that was interesting, and I didn't want to do the work that was in the way of those exciting and interesting things.
yeah, like me, like, you know, I would like my 6-pack back,
Yeah.
but I don't want to do sit-ups. So I'm just gonna sit around and just bitch that I don't have a six pack anymore. And if you get stuck in that cycle, that can go towards a whole bunch of other things in your life. Like, man, like that just sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like a lot of bullshit. I don't want to do the work, which that's really no way to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just the best things in life come with effort. Like, and I can like attribute that to skateboarding. Like I wasn't like that gifted like kind of my brother. Like he learned how to do kickflips. He had that thing where like, yeah, I'm just going to go jump off a roof. Like he just didn't have that like fear. I had all that kind of anxiety with skating, and I kind of held myself back, you know.
To even more embolden your point, same thing here. I was afraid to try because I would always be failing, and I was so embarrassed and so afraid of what everyone was thinking about me, because all I would be doing was be failing, and I'd be eating shit the hardest, and I was the fattest kid, falling the hardest, and it was never exciting enough, or like it was never worth it enough to not be embarrassed to actually try hard enough to go learn how to skate better.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Like a lot of times, you know, growing up, I guess more now, I'm nowhere as good as I used to be. So, you know, if I go to like a skate park, or if I just drive by and there's like a bunch of people there, like, nah, like I don't want to.
Too intimidating.
Like I'm not gonna go and suck in front of everyone. But
if I see someone like my own age that's still pretty good, I get way more intimidated or upset than if I see a bunch of kids that are ripping, because I'm like, whatever, go do your in tricks. You know what I mean? Like I'm literally here to wally shit. Fuck off.
Yeah. Well, with me, I don't know. I took a long break from skateboarding and stuff, just doing my own shit. And
Kale, you know when the last time I skated was?
I don't remember.
When I beat you in skate in Lompoc.
That was the last time you skated?
Last time I skated.
Oh shit.
I hurt my back, and I haven't been able to skate since. I have 4 herniated discs in my back right now. I cannot do jujitsu. I cannot sit for long periods of time. I can't sit down and draw. Certainly can't skate. Everything I like to do causes me intense pain and makes me grouchy, makes me upset. And I want to do so much that I'm physically incapable of doing right now. And all I can think about is how much further people could be getting themselves if they would just go do those things. And I want to just cut the line and be where I could have been if I had these last 6-7 months to myself to actually have been making progress with any of them. I've never beat you in skate in our lives until we skated last time in Lompoc. It was May, and that was the last time I could skate. It literally was like the precipice and the pinnacle of me actually being able to push myself to do something well enough and actually produce some results. Might have been trivial because it was just, fun little schoolyard game of skate between us. Mm-hmm. But it was, done in pairing with this medication. I've been on a Strattera since January.
What's that again?
It's an ADHD medication. It's a non-stimulant one.
I don't know if I was on that one as well.
Changed my fucking life for the better in so many ways. I can sit here and have a conversation with you and actually stay on topic. I could sit here, maybe even focus, and maybe even helped me that day to just skate a little more focused, a little better, maybe just, stay in it in the moment a little more and not be overwhelmed by like whatever anxieties I was having.
That's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I was on that same one when I was a kid. I think I was on Strattera, but I know I was on Adderall or Ritalin, one of those ones. I think I was on Ritalin. And I don't think it made me focus. It made me just kind of like I don't think I did any better in school being on it. I think I just liked the teachers and like however they taught, like I just got it or I didn't.
Yeah.
Or they did it in an interesting way to where I paid attention. But when I was on it, when I was off it, I did the same in school. It's like it just didn't. I just didn't like how it made me feel because it was a super stimulant.
Yeah.
With me, like it made
It's
I got lazy.
pharmaceutical
I was just so like not. What's the word? I just wasn't myself. I'd be hanging out with my friends at lunchtime and they're laughing about something, and I'm just like.
You're just not present.
I was just like numb.
Didn't feel present.
I mean, I was present. I just kind of felt like kind of numb, had no energy, had no kind of. I just knew when I was on it.
Yeah.
When I was like on something, and then that's when I just started spinning under my bed all the time, and then I wasn't smart enough to think, oh, maybe I should throw these away, hide, don't just bury,
That's really interesting the way to explain that. You used to kind of lay on your bed and just kind of like be stuck there, maybe like
it was just all under my bed, and then my mom went under my bed to clean it or something, then just saw like all these pills that I was like supposedly taking.
Oh, and you weren't.
And then she freaked out, and then she, had she looked in my mouth, made sure I swallowed that motherfucker. And one day I was at the doctor or something, and I was kind of like, dude, I don't want to take this shit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't like how it makes me feel.
Isn't it a very powerful moment when you realize you can stick up for yourself in your own doctor's appointments?
I've kind of experienced that more like as an adult.
Me too.
It's kind of like, look, you work for me, you do what I want you to do. I mean, they can't do anything you want to do. I mean, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, I'm in charge here. I need you to help me with this.
That's why
I don't want to fucking hear it.
Same thing like when I get my blood tests.
If you can't help me, then I will go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But, you work for me. I'm not just like in there with my mom, just like zoning out while they talk about shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of
responsible for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean that's pretty cool that it works for you. Because I feel like I could still use something like that. Like, dude, like I go so many places in my own head.
I got to be honest. It is so crazy feeling when I'm off of it, because every once in a while I'll like get too drunk and I'll like stay at like my mom's for the weekend or something, or like I won't take it one morning or something, and I'm literally incapable of a congruent or like concurrent thought of like having a task and then doing the task and then thinking about finishing the task. Like it is so far from my actual like technical capabilities. I have no fucking clue how it never occurred to anyone else. How my brother, growing up, they tried to put my brother on this stuff, on something. And my mom's like, nope, not going to happen. He's just a kid. He'll grow out of it. So by the time it happened to me, like she was like, nope, he's just a kid. He'll grow out of it. I could have used that fucking life raft growing up so heavily. And I literally sat there and I spoke to this psychiatrist and I said, I'm 27 years old. I have nothing to show for it. I could not get through school. I went to 6 fucking high schools. I failed every math class I've ever been in. I am not stupid. I cannot do homework. I don't know how to do, like, it is literally, even if I'm interested in something, even if I have goals, if I have dreams, if I have things I want to obtain and I want them, my mind just cannot connect far enough to get them done. And I just sit there in despair because I'm literally like incapable of making the full thought of, yes, make this happen, do this thing, stand up, wash your hands are clean, and then you just like, just go about doing the fucking thing you need.
Well, you turned this pretty morbid, Dallas. I appreciate it. But I like that. I like, well, that sucks, but I like that you, I don't know, are telling me that shit. But I don't agree that you're 27 years old and have nothing to show for it. Because I can tell you that from right now, like, from someone who's known you for as long as I have, like, you have changed a lot. Like, you were one of those freaking twats that would like get mad if you just didn't do a goddamn trick right. You would snap your fucking board that you knew your parents couldn't afford to buy you another one, and then you'd whine about it all the fucking time. you had to look like a certain skater. We put our fucking peroxide in our hair to make it look orange, which we thought it was blonde, but it wasn't. It was fucking orange.
Yeah, my eyes were not developed.
You used to be just kind of like, I loved you regardless of however you acted, but it was kind of like, it'd almost be cringy to be around you sometimes. We'd have to fucking be at we'd be at a skate park and you get mad and start snapping it, or just kind of be embarrassing. But now, like, you're like not like that whatsoever. I think you have a lot to be stoked on.
I think I have a lot more self-awareness.
What's up, woman? You ready to make me a pie? Give me a blumpkin. Hey, Mom, say hi to the podcast.
I said hi to Dallas.
Yeah, that's all that matters. You can.
Say hello to you too.
you got waved off.
I know. She's
You got
like,
waved
fuck you.
off.
Freaking slut.
Seeing your mom brings so much joy to my soul. She is such a lovely person, and I've known her since I was like 8 or 9 years old. It brings like it's like you. It's funny you said pie. It feels like a piece of your home pies being put back together.
I was just thinking of something as misogynistic as I can.
Yeah, no, totally, I get it. It's
But
a euphemism. What were you saying? Yeah,
But
go
what
ahead.
I
You were
was
saying it's cringy
is, like,
to be
look,
around
like,
me.
You have a fucking podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Which I wouldn't think that the old Dallas would have ever done anything like that. You have a relationship with somebody that you love, that you've been in for a long time. That's an accomplishment right there. You have friends that love you. And, you're into a whole bunch of other things than just skateboarding. Like, you like skateboarding. You like fucking shooting shit with arrows and guns. You're a fucking electrician. You fucking like jujitsu. So shut up with your whiny bullshit ass whatever whack shit you're just making up in your head. You have a lot. Most of our shit is just stuff that we make up in our head.
Yeah.
They're not reality.
A lot of it. So much of it.
We just need to figure out how to overcome those negative fucking shit thoughts and just realize that, look, they're not even fucking real. Or if you just at least just to question them, like, oh, like, I'm a fucking piece of shit and no one loves me. Well, how about you take a second and really analyze that thought in your head? Like, is it true? Does it hold water? Like, where is the evidence that shows that you haven't done anything with your life, your 27-year-old life? And if you really think about it, and I thought of it in 2 seconds, like, well, how about, hey, fucko, how about all this other cool shit that you're doing right now? What I mean? So I'm just saying,
thank you.
Take a step back and analyze these things.
You're right. I'm not.
And I don't think
unaware.
that you're all that serious, but I just wanted to pull it out.
No. Well, what I was saying is, like, I had this conversation with this psychiatrist, and he, believed me, and it's really helped me turn a lot of things around that would have otherwise kind of been neglected or fallen by the wayside because of my own, mental idiosyncrasies.
To yourself.
Yeah, exactly. My own, like, but you are right. I think so much of our greatest disasters in life are imagined.
Well, we do them. We
do them to ourselves. What's something you?
No one's. I can't think of anyone that gives me grief, or anyone that like gets in the way of shit I'm trying to do or accomplish, or no one ever gets in my way but myself. I am the only person that gets in my own way.
You do have to learn how to get out of your own way. What do you think something you could manage to overcome now in your life?
I guess to be okay with just not being okay sometimes. Like when you're having like a bad day, you have these shitty thoughts, and you're just kind of like, instead of just having that ruin your day, just kind of like, and I've gotten way better at it too. Like I don't just dwell in my room anymore, like feeling bad for myself anymore. Like I don't do that. I've gone to the point where I'm like, I'll wake up, I'm like, God damn it, like I woke up again, like fuck, to do what? Like what the fuck am I gonna do? And then you just kind of like, you kind of go outside yourself and those thoughts, and you're like, None of that makes fucking sense. Like it becomes like a bad habit. If you do that long enough, it just becomes like a repeated cycle.
Yeah,
and what you need to do is just like, you know what? That's a dumb thought. Kale, you're just being whack again. Just shut up and get up and go do a setup or something. God damn it, stop bitching. And then that shit helps a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of like what I think about all the time now. It's like, yep, most of us just get in our own way. No one else really. I don't know. I'm my own worst enemy sometimes.
I don't think anyone is as responsible for my shortcomings in life as I am. And it really is too time consuming to blame a certain quantity or quality of people on why I'm not happy sometimes and why I'm having a bad day sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And like I just said, like, I think that's one of the best things I've ever learned about myself is that I can't blame anyone else for anything that's like gone bad. I mean, and there's some things happen, like some things like when Matt passed away, and you know, my parents divorcing and like all these things, like I had really no control over that, and that's something to be sad about and be like, what the fuck, like that sucked. But like for the most part, you know, everything, like I have no one else to blame, and I think that's one of the best things that I've found out about myself. I don't ever point the finger at anyone, ever. Like I usually don't. The only people that I like really, I don't know, that really bother me are people driving.
Yeah.
If you're at the fucking green light, there's a green light, and you are fucking taking 10 seconds to go, and then not only are you taking 10 seconds to go, you find out that it's green, and then you go even slower, and then now I have to wait through a whole other fucking cycle of lights because you fucking can't just pay attention and just go when you need to go. So that's basically it. People at red lights or green lights that don't go. People driving, you know, piss me off because I'm not that great of a driver, so I don't want to get in a car wreck. So I don't know. Let's just all just like, you know, pay attention and get off your fucking phone when you're driving.
Do you ever wonder how many times you've pissed people off with your driving?
Oh yes, I'm a huge hypocrite. I'm always on my phone when I'm driving.
You look like you couldn't help but laugh at yourself. That was so funny.
I have been guilty of, you know, I'm looking for a song or something. I look up and I'm like, oh shit, I lagged. But I've never really been. I don't remember the last time I've been honked at for lagging. I try to be as you know. Like I try to just to get us all going. Just like let's all just get the train going. Like I don't want to be a hindrance to anybody. Like I hate it. Like even if I'm like, say if I'm at a stop sign, like I'm walking right, and there's an intersection, and I show up before the curb. I show up at the curb before the guy shows up at the stop sign, right? I would rather him go. Like I will walk behind a car. Like,
yeah.
I want you to keep going.
You can run me over with that thing.
I want you to get on with your life. I will walk behind you in
like
traffic just so you can go.
Like if we're in the gym and you're giant, I'm gonna walk behind you. You're gonna crush me. Just go, bud. Just you have the right of way. Physics guarantees it. I'll go behind you.
Yes. Do you still go to the gym? Or can you even do that? You can't even work out or nothing.
You know what I've been doing?
Pilates?
Recently? What?
Pilates or anything?
I don't even know what Pilates is, honestly.
Neither do I. I just like to say it.
Yeah, it's fun. I got so fed up these last couple days with being unable to do everything that I love to do. I've been doing my own little rehab and physical therapy in my room.
I've been
doing a lot of functional strength exercises with my kettlebells, which is something I used to do really often. And I think not doing that probably contributed to me injuring myself, and just getting back to that and having those routines and exercises and strengthening my body in general, not just one part of it in a bodybuilding sense of the way, but in an explosivity sense of the way, in a functional sense of the way, is hopefully getting my back.
So do
better.
you know, like, what was it that you did?
You know what? A lot of people ask me, and I really can't pinpoint it because it was such a collection of things. Because it was the
So it
time
wasn't
when,
like you're trying to pick something up, it blew out, and like that's where it came from.
I mean, there was a day when I could not sit down in a chair because my back couldn't bend that way, and I was lifting solar panels at a like 45-degree angle on a roof, and I was like hunched over and yanking them and like twisting them and pulling them over while my fucking junkie coworker was dropping his foil of drugs around me and shit. So I'm trying to hold solar panels while he's basically fucking
Coming down.
yeah.
Off
And
his
I'm just
fucking-
like, ugh, great. So that was the thing that kind of broke them out. But I originally injured them powerlifting when I was deadlifting. I was doing a deadlift. Wasn't heavy for me. It was heavy, but it wasn't like my heaviest. It was like 330 pounds doing deadlift, and I like herniated a disc, and it was the worst pain of my life. I never thought I would ever be in that much pain again until this injury now, and by far worst pain of my life. Have thought about just killing myself to not be in pain. Over the summer, just like, I totally understand why people who are in chronic pain for years after like car accidents and injuries and people who are in
it's kinda
wheelchairs,
look, like,
why
you're
they
gonna
kill
live
themselves.
the rest of your life in pain, like might as well.
Oh my god, dude! I totally I began to sympathize with people that would now be killing themselves for certain things like that, because it crossed my mind from time to time where this is the worst pain of my life. So it was that. It was getting taken down in jiu-jitsu and landing on my back. It was skateboarding. Remember when we were playing skate and I like fucking slid and fell on my ass and back on the hubba. I was trying to like.
Oh yes.
Yeah, like that probably had something to do with it. All the
I blame
skateboarding.
the deadlifts.
Well, I haven't deadlifted in 4 years, so I don't blame them entirely.
Oh, so okay.
That was a like the
That was a while back.
Yeah, so that was like one of
okay,
them.
okay.
So just ever since then, I think it was
So
all.
it was just waiting to snap.
It was just yeah. So I have two that are super bad. They're
So
on
what
my.
do you do about them?
I get cortisone shots. I'm going to get cortisone shots in them, steroid injections to hopefully manage the pain. And if that doesn't do the trick, I'm going to have to get surgery, and they're going to have to trim the disc that's sticking out of my vertebrae in pinching and hitting my nerves. Which sucks because that is going to compromise the integrity of my discs for the rest of my life. I will have less disc tissue now. It doesn't come back.
They couldn't, instead of trimming them, can they not put a disc back in place, or is that not how a spine works?
I guess not. I don't know. I didn't really ask that question because I figured they'd know better. Of like, we just probably push that in there. There is, however, a kind of moving in the opposite direction to try and put the disc, squeeze it back in, that I've been trying to do, and there's something to that in regards to like the retroactive activity. For example, I hurt my knee last year in jiu-jitsu, and I was watching this guy, Ben Patrick, known as the knees over toes guy, and he was doing these exercises and everything for his knees that he hurt when he was a college basketball player. Basically said he was never going to be able to play basketball again, but he did these things, essentially bulletproofing the tendons and ligaments and strengthening his knees to the point where he has phenomenal flexibility, endurance, and strength in them. And I started doing those exercises for my knee, and it really did benefit and helped my leg in just such a great way. I was like, I want to do the same thing for my back now. So I'm hopefully trying to access something that is going to be bulletproofing and fixing my back and making it strong in the respect that it's being bent to and fro. So we'll see.
Well, at least you're doing something about it, or at least you're in the process of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think today I was a little mad at myself because I didn't do any like kettlebell exercises when I got home. This is the first day this week since Sunday. I did Sunday and Monday, and then I was doing it leading up to the weekend last week too. So I was a little kind of perturbed with myself for not doing them, and a little worried that I was. But rest days are important. You got to recover. Recovery is a huge part of building things up.
That's almost, well, you can argue that that's just as important.
Yeah, no,
As-
absolutely. Because people who don't recover right cannot.
We don't grow, you don't
maintain.
get stronger, you just kind of fuck yourself up.
Yeah. People
you
will
need
push it too
to
hard. There is
heal.
such a thing as too hard and too much, and I'm hoping that I do it just right and do it enough and balance it now to where I'm not re-injuring or making the injury not heal enough.
Yes.
But it's been months. It has been absolute, like, I couldn't put boots and socks on in like August. Like, that was super difficult.
Fuck.
Like, I could not bend over to put a sock on. I couldn't do this. This was not happening. This was not happening like this. Cross my legs, putting them on my knee. Couldn't happen. I couldn't touch my toes all summer.
Well, in that case, it means that it's getting better.
It is, absolutely. But I'm still really concerned because the MRI was so recent that it is still drastically prolapsed out of my vertebrae. And that is what the paperwork says. I have prolapsed discs. Like a
You had a
prolapsed
big old
asshole.
black cock in your discs.
Yeah.
Prolapsed your...
Exactly.
I love I don't know, dude. I love saying that. Prolapsed.
It's kind of a satisfying word.
I make people look at prolapsed anuses all the time.
Yeah, I don't have to. I just eventually it's on my Twitter feed for some
But
reason.
while we're on injuries,
Yeah.
so did I send you that video of me eating shit?
Yeah. Oh no! That one is on Hall of Meat.
Yes.
Oh my god, that was so cool, dude. That was fucking
oh
awesome.
my
You know how
God.
satisfying it is to be like, "That's my boy eating shit on Thrasher's Hall of
About
Meat."
as satisfying as watching yourself and fucking reading the comments and all that shit. Like I've never
What was that like?
So how about we talk about that for a second?
Yeah, bring it on.
So, as over 700,000 people have seen, but let's talk about what happened there. So we're riding down this fucking rail off the side of Dylan's ramp.
And Dylan has this ramp, and they're all like mousetrap versions, cheese and crackers for our almost skateboards and skateboard
Well,
listeners.
now have you seen his ramp recently?
Let me finish. I'm just setting the scene for people who are just listening right now, because who maybe haven't seen it.
Okay.
Ramp, you're riding off the ramp, going down a rail, and everyone's grinding it. And it works perfectly, and people did it right in front of you, and you're in a line of people doing it, 3 or 4 friends at night in his lit up backyard. And what happens?
So I had already done it a couple times.
Yeah, so you're like-
all 4 of us was trying to do it in our line.
Mm-hmm.
So I had done a couple of them already.
And you were just riding off doing like 50-50 grind?
Just riding on. You don't have to ollie. You just ride onto it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 5 feet high.
Yeah.
5.5 feet high. So you will sack it if you fuck up, which I ended up doing. So there was one slam. Well, first off, like I went there, and I was just digging around his ramp the second I got there, and I ate shit. So it kind of just summed up how the whole night was gonna.
Yeah, it
go.
was like off to a bad start.
I was like, all right, cool. So we're going. Gus goes, Nate goes, and I go, and then Dylan goes. There was one where I went and I stuck it and I flew, and he has this random stupid piece of concrete that's just like hidden in grass, right, like in front of where we're landing.
You act like he placed it there, and it's his fault.
It's not hit. I don't know why it's there. I'll probably go talk to him about that. But I hit it. I just fucking bodied this rock that was right there. Like, ow, that fucking sucked. And so there's another slam that was like that. So I think I might have done it one more time, and then it just didn't come out good or whatever. So we had to go again. And I had this thought in my head where I'm like, look, dude, we need to do this quick, because if anyone's gonna eat shit right now, it's going to be me. I skate the least. Yeah, I really am a fucking illiterate asshole. But, or not even illiterate. That has nothing to do with reading. It's just saying fucking words. God damn it.
You skate the least.
I skate the least, and just a matter of time before I shit gets bad. So, and it was, guess what? It was that next try. And beforehand, Dylan was giving me shit how Kale was going too slow the last time. Where like Gus and Nate are already on the top of the ramp, so they're already like kind of ready to go. I have to go up this ramp, set it up, and then go.
Yeah.
So, and I was being rushed by Dylan, like hurry the fuck up. I'm like, all right, bitch. So I go down, I throw down, and just go. And I went a little too slow. Like I just went down and just wasn't prepared for it. And then I got the first truck on. And then before the last truck even went on, I kind of just like, it got so.
It's a disaster.
It happened so quick. So I just literally like fell forward. And I missed my sack by, I don't know,
a ball head.
a couple inches or whatever. I fucking fell on the goddamn sawhorse. I bent the rail with my body. And as I flew over, you can see I smacked my face on the sawhorse, bent the rail.
Oh my god!
And
when I post the episode, it'll be this video will be in the post.
I hope so. Yeah. So, and dude, so it happened so quick. I just fucking sacked the rail, bent the rail, hit my face on the sawhorse, all this shit, and I just kind of, I just felt this gnarly heat in my groin area. Everything was just numb. So I was kind of like, I'm worried.
Yeah.
So I get up and my first thought was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital right now. Like my ball is like, it's smashed. It's everything. I'm fucked. So I fell down there and both my testicles were intact.
They're intact.
And I'm like, oh. And then so at that point, like, oh, it's just my asshole.
It's just your asshole.
My asshole is just on fire. It feels like it's bleeding. But in my head, like, whatever, dude. Like, you can deal with a bleeding asshole. Like, I can deal with that.
Yeah, I got to deal with Dennis Rodman.
But what the Thrasher clip didn't catch was like, I got right back up from that. I just got up and walked and checked myself. Fine. Like, so it was like fine. But I have never fallen like that ever.
That's what was so satisfying about it is that's the way I fell every time you and I skated together, and it was so satisfying to see you fall that way. And not only that, you bent the rail like a fat ass, like I was our whole lives. It was like when I was watching there's literally part of me as I was watching it that said that was supposed to be me. Kale just took this L. Because I wasn't there skateboarding
I was
with them.
never the eat shit guy. Like, I have hurt myself. I was always an ankle dude. I would always roll my ankle. I'd do some shit like that. But I don't know. I just
never
I guess
a slam like that.
I was never like, no, that's probably the biggest slam I've probably taken in my life, to be honest with you.
It's fucking gnarly.
Really
I got on the Hall
it.
of Meats Instagram page. It's
Yes.
no...
I made a joke to someone like, look, after like... I don't know, 13, 15 years of me skateboarding, I finally got something to show for it. You know what I mean? So
Where is this video too? I gotta find this thing.
It was back in fucking September or something. It was not that long ago.
That's what I'm saying. Is I'm having a hard time finding it. Did they take it off Hall of Meats page? I'm a little.
You just go on their Hall of Meat thing or something. I don't know.
That's where I'm at. I don't see this thing. I'm seeing a lot of people eat shit though. It's very satisfying.
It was
It was in October, not
October
September.
4th.
Okay.
So 2 months ago. Not that
Wow.
long.
Yeah,
ago.
almost 2 months ago.
So yeah. So I'm a slow mo this. So
Yeah. How's
yes.
your asshole feel?
My asshole was fine. It just hit my inner thigh.
Just hit your inner thigh. Oh, so it wasn't even your asshole that got hurt.
It was just like my right inner thigh.
Right inner thigh. I mean, dude, honestly, though, I've hit my ass skateboarding, and it feels like my colon is bruised. It's just brutality back there. It's sensitive tissue inside, and your butt cheeks aren't that big.
No, everything was numb. That's why I'm like, I don't know if my testicles are busted or not. So I needed to. Everything went numb. So I was like, yo, like I need to check everything.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is.
So how many views have it had? Well, that's the likes right now. I think it kind of stopped. Last time I saw it had like 700.
Oh, so you're the third one to go. Oh, you literally just. Oh my God! Do you hit your head? Look,
Well,
sack, face, bam, smack. Oh, so you're. Also, what are you wearing? A freaking life jacket?
I'm wearing a fucking vest, and people were talking about it.
Really? Oh my God!
Like, some of them were acting as if they'd never seen a skater with a vest on. They all fucking have it, and mine is heated. You fucks.
Damn, he's
So it's way
actually
cooler
really
than all
good.
this stupid ass. Fucking,
Okay, I'm gonna read some of these comments.
That
Damn,
sucks.
he's actually really good, but just enjoys sack torture. Oh,
fucking T Money.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love him.
Fucking goddamn it.
He could tell right away he wasn't ready. You're like, you like barely rolled on.
I
too.
wasn't ready, but fucking I got this douchebag behind me, fucking like yelling at me, telling me to go faster. Like, shut up. So, but like, you know,
Knew it was gonna be that poor guy as soon as he lined up. That just says so much about what they think you look like.
whatever. That's they're all right. I can't get mad at anything they're saying. To be
Oh
honest
my
with you.
God, they're
I cannot.
so fucking. He woke up unready. Damn, all ham, no eggs.
Yeah.
I know the first two guys were pissed the line got ruined. That's fucking funny.
Fuck them. If the line was, if we did it, like it wouldn't have gone anywhere. No one would have seen it.
He broke everything. Always the third guy. That sucks. Statistically, 1 out of 3 skaters are posers. Oh, here
Yeah.
we go. Here's the first vest comment.
Dude, and that shit, that
He had no
that
business
was
up on the
fucking
ramp
Dylan's
with his
girlfriend that said that.
Patagonia vest.
I think that's the one that fucking Dylan's girlfriend said that post about the poser one. That was fucking Dylan's
No,
girlfriend.
someone else said that.
I'm pretty sure.
No, it was Foog on Buff said that. And look at this. Greg had no business up on the ramp with his Patagonia vest. You look like a Greg.
Whatever. Fucking. What's your name? Fucking fag boy. What's your name? Jake. Oh, we need another Jake in the world. Go kill yourself, faggot. Go fucking kill yourself.
Yeah, we have Rattlesnake Jank. That's the only one we need, right? Back to back to back to sack.
Back to back to
My
sack. Yeah.
favorite comment. Confidence,
I hate
confidence,
this.
stripper career.
I hated it. They
Oh
made me
my
go through all this shit. And I was like,
God.
God damn it. Like, I can't. But I can't argue with that. I can't argue with
Oh
anything
my
that's been
God,
said
these
on
are
that.
so good. Yeah, I mean, the comments aren't that good, but it's just so good that like.
Like I said, finally.
Someone said that's an Isla Vista backyard if I've ever seen one. Fuck.
See,
That's how jab it,
those
Dylan.
those are fighting words right there.
Yeah,
no,
that's
it's San
hilarious.
Maria, you fuck.
Oh,
Not Isla
that-
Vista.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather
Just
be
as
an Isla
bad,
Vista. Yeah,
to be honest with you.
anytime.
So yeah, you want to see?
Look at this. Look at this. Oversized pants, oversized t-shirt. Check. Jeans, hoodie, beanie. Check. Skinny jeans, striped shirt, puffer vest. Fuck.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. You can't.
Someone.
Can't
Okay,
argue with that.
multiple people were like, he almost sliced his jugular. That's what you get for wearing a vest, dude. These vest comments are.
Yeah, like I'm
Oh,
the
this
first
is
one
so
that's
funny.
ever worn a vest.
Oh, this is so good. I gotta watch this video.
Because no one
again.
eats shit in a vest. I guess that's the thing. No one wants to
Yeah,
wear
not
their
unless
vest
you're
when they eat
Marty
shit.
McFly. Oh damn, dude! It literally.
No, my neck had I had a little
little
cut on it or whatever.
Little cut. Yeah, dude, you could have fucking. You got splintered in your fatty little neck there, dude.
Yeah, it was whack. I have a picture of my twat too, if I fucking can find it. Let's see here. But there was a lot of other cool shit that happened that night too. So after
Well,
that, we had to go get.
If it's visual,
We
let's
had to get drunk, and
It looks like you were already drunk. Looked like you were drunk driving a skateboard.
It did look like that, but maybe if I was drunk, I would have
Had courage enough to go fast enough and do it.
better or something. I don't know what happened.
What's it like to suck at skateboarding now?
It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. But whatever, that's what you get when you don't skate all the time.
I love your
so-
mom. She literally is grabbing a book again. Some of my fondest memories of just seeing your mom in the background reading a book while we're skateboarding. She's probably read more books than you've read words.
Yeah, maybe because she's a nerd. But anyway, yeah. So I just had this huge. I just had. Oh, here we go. It looked like a prime rib.
Oh my god, dude! Send that to me right now.
All right.
We gotta post. I have to. This has to be a part of the podcast post. I'm
Sure.
sick of not having content for the actual post.
So that was the day after it got
That's
pretty
gnarly.
bad.
That looks like one of those like Johnny Knoxville bruises when they're filming Jackass and shit, and they have like just heinous things.
Yeah,
on there.
it got pretty. But
That's pretty
You know,
hairy
oh, here we go. So that's when it like healed a little bit.
Oh my god,
So it was, but I got out of it really cool.
you're a hairy man.
Everything below the fucking nipples is pretty hairy, but I grow a little bitch mustache, and that's all I can really do.
I like your
with my
mustache.
face.
Mustaches are
But
good.
that same night, it's just like party time after that.
Yeah.
So we got one of our friends, which I guess I won't name him. I guess it doesn't matter, but I just won't, just for his sake. I talked him into resting his cock on some scissors.
Resting them on some scissors.
Yes, the scissors are open. Like, yo,
Did you take a picture?
But of course I did.
Oh my god, I love you.
There's a Polaroid.
A Polaroid. This
Of
is
this- of
something
this.
that's not going to be on the
So-
Instagram post.
Just paint them a picture. So there's a Polaroid. I have these open scissors.
Ooh, you have the privacy screen. Nice. Like a true. Oh my god. That looks terrifying. This looks like a cursed image. Also, I love how hat-like their penis head looks. That's amazing. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks like a helmet.
Yeah, it's like pretty like
But if you
Squared
can
away
really,
there.
if you really look in, like really like zoom
into
in,
your friend's cock.
I was. Look at the dick skin like wrapping around.
Yeah,
the
it's
blade.
like curdle. It's like curdling around
it's
the
like
edge of
hugging
the
the blade. Like I was on that.
I would never let you or any of my friends put my dick in scissors.
I guess that's fair. It hurts my feelings a little bit, but I mean, I understand. I wouldn't do the same thing just because in that scenario, like I would look really small and I would like, I would be embarrassed.
I don't think.
But this
you'd
guy,
have to get a small
but this
pair
guy
of
has
scissors
a nice
for me
chode.
to feel good. Yeah.
So like
Chody.
he had a little hammer on him.
Yeah, good for him.
But yes, so we put scissors on his cock. That
Must
was
have been
fun.
one of our taller, skinnier friends.
He had a Dylan has these cacti
Yeah.
that are like two little
Thorny.
dick-shaped cactuses, like look like scissors.
As you were.
almost.
Oh, wow.
And we got him to put his cock on that.
No way. Oh my god. How did that feel? That looks painful as hell.
Well, he was in charge of like resting his.
I was gonna say
His dick
you can't
in
just be
that.
like, can't
But
just be like, here, come here, buddy.
But
I'm gonna set your cock on some cactus.
It is on those spikes for sure.
Jesus. I really mess up not hanging out with you guys.
So it was a great night. I loved that night. Eating shit, I didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
That bruise is pretty bad.
I got some clout or whatever.
Yeah, I got some viral clout exposure
Yeah.
video. That's nice.
I met a new buddy and one guy that was hanging out with our friend, our scissor cock
Yeah.
friend. He rode for Enjoy
that's
pizza.
cool.
Like he was he's a skater. He's
In
actually
the sphere, in the industry.
known in the industry for sure. And then I had no clue who he was until I had already given him shit and like all this.
Isn't
all this
that so
stuff.
nice when you could just
Like
treat someone
a
like
few days
human?
later, I was like, "Oh, so you're that guy?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, cool."
Oh, cool.
Whatever.
You've
But-
probably like watched his
But
clips
yeah,
or
like
something.
made a new buddy. Fucking ate shit.
That's
didn't get
rad.
hurt. Got drunk. Watched homie to put his cock in some scissors, which I got to hold, which I was super stoked
The
about.
cock or the scissors?
Yeah, I want to put that on one of our boards.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's
It'll be
he
on.
lost
It'll
the-
be on our
he
mini.
lost the Polaroid,
skateboard.
which
Yeah,
I'm upset
sure.
about, but I feel like I can always talk the dude into doing that again.
Oh, definitely.
But yes, it was a great night, and we just kind of got more drunk and just kind of just hanging out with your buds. It was a really cool night.
that sounds like a lot of fun. I miss nights like that, and I don't have them enough, and especially don't hang out with y'all enough because quality people, quality hangs, and I hold all of you very near and dear to my heart. So I think that's something I'll be a bit more intentional about in this coming year and just the weeks and months to come is being around, present, and hanging out with you guys.
Well, yeah. Well, and if you know,
It is
skate
yeah,
or
a
do
big
all those
part
things.
of
Just
it,
come
yeah.
hang out.
Yeah.
You live in fucking.
I'd be a great
Buellton,
filmer,
right?
Yeah. Nah, yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. So you live over there, and that's what 10, 20 minutes from. San
Apparently, it's 18 minutes when you drive like I do.
Yeah, you
That
were
was
like when you
wild.
said you were already at my house, and I'm like fucking still in.
I
Fucking
passed you. Yeah, it made no sense.
So I
Made no
was like,
sense.
"Whoa, he is already there." Like,
Yeah.
all right, hang tight. I'll be there shortly.
There wasn't a lot of
But
traffic.
during that time, 5:00, like getting through San Maria, it's like it's super busy. So
Yeah,
it was just.
I
it
don't
was a
know, man.
bitch.
I drive well. Is what can I say? Is what
Yeah.
can I say? Let's try that again.
But please,
What can I say?
please, are you gonna finish that?
No, you can kill it.
I'm a.
I gotta drive anyways, yeah.
Hopefully, I get to taste your spit.
Yeah, you might taste.
But yeah, just I know.
We'll make it happen.
That's
We'll make
the
it
thing
happen.
about
It's-
my schedule, which kind of sucks. I kind of wish I had weekends off. Just to
Hey, dude, I have afternoons
everyone
too.
everyone is everyone's off on the weekends. That's when I'm the busiest, which kind of sucks. But I make
just-
most money on the weekends, so that's why I work
Yeah.
on the weekends. But it's like it'd be easier for everyone, or it'd be at least easier for me to hang out with everyone if I was off when they were, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, like Dylan, Nate's pretty free, but like kind of like Dylan, I get to go over and he just gets off of work, and I sometimes I force him to skate or drink with me or play video games, make him stay up hella late, So I wish one of these days I should switch up my schedule a little bit just to be able to hang out with my friends more.
Yeah, we'll make it happen, dude. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to shooting a bow with you, making you shoot my compound bow too.
Please do. We fucking talked about that last time.
I know we still didn't. What a bunch of assholes. We're
Whatever.
just gonna talk about this until one of
I was
us
kinda,
dies.
I was kind of more like suspect about shooting guns and
Yeah, we don't have to shoot guns.
shooting
I don't know
shooting
what
guns and like shooting bows and anyway, like, or as well, like, because I just I was like fresh on probation and all these things, and
Yeah,
so it's
we
kind
go
of like,
shoot
but now like I
bows
don't
anywhere.
even. My probation is really a joke. to
Well,
be
all
honest
right.
with you.
Let's make it
I
happen,
don't even
dude.
know. I don't even 100% know my probation officer's name. It's been a joke, dude. Like I go on. I probably shouldn't even be saying this shit.
Yeah,
but,
we should probably kill this. Wrap it up.
well, no. Let me rant about this for a second.
Bring it on, bitch.
So, I have to do online little like, oh hey, I still live here. I work
Check-ins,
here.
yeah.
I make this much money. I drive this car.
Yeah.
Send it in. Boom. Takes a minute and a half to do.
Yeah.
I never do it. I've done it a handful of times, but I missed it last month. And for the first 6 months of my probation, I never did it. And 6 months into my probation, I never talked to my probation officer. And then I was like, I need to get a hold of this bitch, right? So I got a hold of her. And she's like, oh, have you been doing your check-ins or whatever? Like, no, I didn't know I had to do any of that. I've been trying to get a hold of you for the last fucking 6 months. And she's just telling me, all right, just do this now, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And there was like some discrepancy about like, because I still pay court fees and all this shit. And I just had a question. So I called them up and they asked like who my probation officer was. I told them and they're like, oh, wait, no, that's not your probation officer. You switched. And I'm like, well, news to fucking me. I didn't know that. Yeah. So it's like, oh yeah, his name's fucking Larry or Jerry or Gary, something like that. And I'm like, all right, well, I better be responsible and call this guy just to introduce myself. So I talked with him, and he's like, oh yeah, I guess just keep doing what you're doing. You're on the low risk factor, so have fun, buddy. Just don't get in trouble again. He didn't even say that. He's just like, oh, glad to meet you, or whatever.
Yeah, it was
So
probably a little more.
I don't
lighthearted, a
even
little more
like
casual.
do anything. So I'm more like comfortable with like, yeah, let's go go to a fucking field. Let me shoot your goddamn bow and arrow, and may or may not shoot a gun that you may or may not have.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, exactly. So, can you put that in my mouth?
No, I will not. I will not.
But yeah. So please, let's even if it's like next week. Well, I know how flaky you can be, but
I know. I'm so sorry. This took like 2 weeks
wham,
longer
my
than
back
it should've.
hurts. Oh, I have the sniffles. Wham! I mean, I get it. You know, I have no. You know, whenever I'm flaky, I don't really have a excuse. I just kind of say, yeah. You know, what are you gonna do? But at least I admit when I flake and I'm lagging. I was supposed to hang out with Nate at like 1 o'clock today, and we hung out at 3.
And then that incurred on our hang time, and poor Nate he's probably like, oh, you're gonna go hang out with Dallas? What the fuck?
Well, I don't even know what
Fuck,
incur
we're hanging out.
means, and it didn't incur anything because we had a set time of when.
I'm not
you know,
sure that's the right place to put incur anyways. I might have misused that. I don't care.
Whatever.
Kale,
But next time, let's please shoot something.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
All right. I love you.
Love
Dude.
you.
All right.